week with my best friends. Some people say we have a problem, but every night I make a new best friend, and the only problem is we like having a good time.
Hello. It is Thursday night. It is 8
Did you see that sexy intro with all the snow?
How about that sexy
Beautiful.
intro? How about it? We got Colt. Thank you for being here, brother. Eric, thank you for being here. I will only have time to watch the Saturday Ring of Honor NXT wrestling shows,
tonight.
but there is always good wrestling
right now,
happening.
Necro Eric. We're doing
What is that?
Thing. It says it's tonight. New Texas Pro or the Pro
it's
Wrestling
tonight.
Republic tonight.
Well, I mean, we'll be doing this until 10.
It is live right now on the IWTV. I saw the notification. I will probably circle back this weekend, as I like to do throughout my weekend. Is I pick off some of the independent stuff that I missed. Like I did watch some GCW this past weekend. Wrestling Revolver was a lot of fun. So yeah. Bebe 316, hey fellas.
Hey fellas, what's going on?
Palpito Swags, the goat of sports takes, my dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of sports takes, brother.
What? Don't get me started. Don't get me started, bro. I've been upset. For almost 24 hours. Do not. Don't say his name. Don't say his name.
It rhymes with Flanders.
Ned Flanders. It rhymes with Ned Flanders.
Xander Flander Bogarts is now a Padre.
He is. Yeah. I'm very distraught about this. I'm very distraught about this.
Because super talented shortstops come by are really, just all over the place.
Yeah. This is a wrestling show. We do have a guest tonight. He will be joining us shortly. We have our brother, Bad Blood from Round Table Pro, joining us, and we'll be diving into some Final Battle talk, some NXT Deadline talk. We're going to talk that Mercedes Sasha Banks news that came out a little bit earlier today. We're touching that.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about Ricky fucking Starks. We're going to talk about that. But we're going to start off with me being depressed because I hate my baseball team. I hate my baseball team.
If it makes you feel any better,
it will not make me feel better.
My baseball
but I appreciate
team,
you.
The Cubbies decided on a whim, let's spend money now that we just sent all of our good players away, because they realized losing all the time, not fun.
I would rather that than have a team that is dishonest to the fan base, that in the last 7 years has let John Lester walk out the door, had to trade Mookie Betts, let Xander Bogaerts walk out the door. They're going to let Rafael Devers walk out the door. Fuck them. I don't want to. I'm done with it.
Fuck them.
I'm upset. Xander Bogaerts was the leader of the team. He was the face of the franchise, almost led the league in hitting. Unbelievable. Again, you shouldn't sign him for 11 years and $280 million. That is a bad contract for Xander Bogaerts. He's already 30. That's a bad contract. However, if the Red Sox weren't a bunch of fucking clowns, they could have signed him in the offseason for half of that if they would have gave him a respectable offer, because he was basically begging them to keep him. He wanted to stay.
And now he's hanging out.
It's a self-inflicted wound by a bunch of owners who don't give a shit anymore because they want to buy the Pittsburgh Penguins and own Liverpool, and they want to have an NBA team in Las Vegas with LeBron, and they're thinking about buying the Washington football team.
Do they got that? That's a lot of money, man.
It's amazing how they have a lot of money, but they don't want to spend it on any of their good players.
So
we are not the Tampa Bay Rays, bro. I know you love them. You have their hat. We are not the Tampa Bay Rays.
They actually signed somebody, and I was like, whoa, they spent money?
We are not. We are the Boston Red Sox, a renowned franchise. Renowned in sports.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway, I digress.
Well, if it makes you feel any better.
It doesn't.
The Mrs. Pluggo, the one and only, has purchased another Christmas tree that puts us up to, I think, 6 officially.
And you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about that.
And she put it in our bedroom, It's our bedroom tree.
So do you have one in every room of the house now?
Almost.
Is that the goal?
I think that's her goal.
Is that
And
the
then
end
not
goal to
only
have a
that,
friggin' tree in every room in the house?
She put AJ Pillow from previous episode discussion
How's he
under
doing, by the way?
said
Is
tree.
he still creeping in?
So he's under the tree, just like staring at me while I'm trying to sleep.
I mean, at least he's not in the bed anymore.
This is true. He's moved off the bed, thank goodness. But
Well, think about this. Maybe when tree season is over, he goes away with trees.
I think when tree season is over, he'll run away with her, and I'll just be stuck.
Well, technically, shoot, have to run with him. It's a pillow. He doesn't have legs.
Who knows? You know, I don't make the rules.
Could be a magical pillow. Who knows? Who knows? Now I'm all riled up. You had me talking about Xander Bogaerts. I'm surprised I didn't start crying on stream. I had a moment last night where I just sat there. Oh my! Listen, I will say this right now. If Rafael Devers
walks out that door,
I'm done. It's over for me. I'm not. Look, I'm never gonna not root for the Red, but I'm not gonna pay it. I'm not investing any time in those pieces of shit until they sell the team. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. John Lester, Mookie Betts, right? Xander Bogaerts. It's going to be Devers.
I just went through this in Chicago with, the mass exodus of all of our superstars. And here's what happened. Like I said, the Cubs ownership realized, having Wrigley Field half full for half the year because we're so terrible, probably not a good idea. But let's go spend some money. So maybe your ownership will wake up and go, when Fenway's not selling out games, they're probably like, oh, shoot, maybe we should go get some free agents. And then you'll sign Jameson Talion.
Yeah, someone that we don't need for more money than we have to because we're
Cody
bums.
Bellinger's one.
I actually like that signing. I wanted the Red Sox to give him that deal. I actually like that for you.
Yeah, we just added a 192 batter to our lineup.
Well, here's the thing. Going into yesterday, I didn't mind what the Red Sox were doing. They signed a reliever, Chris Martin. They got Kenley Jansen yesterday, which I like that deal. I don't know much about the player yet, but they signed a Japanese star outfielder that everyone's saying is going to be really good, like a potential leadoff hitter, everyday starter. Fine. I like all that. The number one priority and the main problem is Red Sox ownership and all the interviews locally and all this stuff has been telling the fan base, Xander Bogaerts is our number one priority. Our number one priority was keeping Xander Bogaerts. Then why were you $80 million away from the fucking offer? Because he wasn't the number one priority. Your lion sacks of shit. All right, I'm done. I can't talk about this
anyway. We're a wrestling program.
Yeah, I know. I can't talk about this anymore. I sell the team. Sell the team. Anyway. All right, I'm done. Let's breathe. What are we talking about? Give me something wrestling related to talk about because I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Has David Ortiz ever been in a wrestling ring? Did he ever show up like a Raw?
I don't think so. That would have been cool, though.
When they're in Boston, they pan to the side of the crowd. It's just Poppy chilling, front row.
No, when Johnny Gomes was one that went all the time. Mike Napoli. In the early days, it was Manny Ramirez went to a couple of them that I was at. It was more Patriot players, though. Tom Brady would go early before he became, I'm too good for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a celebrity, legit. But like early Tom Brady, every time. There'd be a lot of Patriots there, always, front row.
While we wait on our guest, Bad Blood, because he'll be here. We're going to talk. Why don't we talk Ricky Starks off the top? Let's just talk Ricky Starks.
I feel like we should.
Because this is how I feel, and I posted it on Twitter, all the socials. You know where to find me. By the way, our names are gone today.
Flannel. Oh, hold on.
It's probably because we have a guest and we're on the. But anyway, I was going to point to my Twitter and go right there.
Boom.
There it is. While you talk, but I said if you didn't know who Ricky Starks was, you do now because that promo was amazing. And I know everybody's like MJF still. Yeah, MJF killed it too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Ricky Starks was like at another level, and it was just like if you didn't think he was a star before, you definitely do now. I want this feud to last forever. It could be one of the pillar feuds in AEW if they do it right. Ricky could lose, and I think there's still a way to keep it going. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
he ain't beating MJF.
He's not beating him next week, but I think that sets up for the chase coming down the line, which will make it even better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he proved last night, and I know some of us have thought like, yo, this guy's legit. He's going to be a star, like that stuff like that. But like last night, that was the promo that like everyone knows now. Like, holy crap, you know what I mean? Like that was like, and it came right from the heart. Like the way that, and this is not I'm not saying this in a negative way, but the way that he was rambling and kind of stuttering his words from time to time, not in a bad way, but like you could tell like he wasn't sitting down an hour before the show going over that script. You know what I mean? Like that was from the heart, from the brain. We do have Mrs. Pluggo saying
her ears are burning. She knew I was talking about
her. She said
her.
Taco Cat says hi too.
Hi, Taco Cat.
Hello.
That's
Hello.
her best. That's her best friend.
All right.
They call each other Taco Cat because apparently Taco Cat backwards is still Taco Cat, so they both can be something. I think that's what it is. She'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Cool.
I told him about your 6 Christmas trees, but he's so pissed off about the Red Sox. He didn't even comment.
It's fine. You know how I feel about that. I just thought last night proved to and when he literally speared MJF out of his stupid cheap ass shoes.
Look at that, JPJ, for once. That's right. Yeah,
true.
Doesn't happen often.
When he speared MJF out of his shoes, the pop that the crowd had.
Yeah.
And when he lifted up that title, that was a moment where the crowd was like, yeah, we would 100% be okay with this. And yes, Bebe 316, you are correct. That was a great spear. Stop hitting the buttons, Pluggo.
I didn't hit it that time, I swear. I went like this and I didn't
Alex
even touch
ain't
it
here for 1 week.
I swear to God.
Apart.
I swear on AJ Pillow, I didn't touch it.
Well, you hate that AJ Pillow. You want that thing to disappear.
I swear on.
You want the AJ Pillow to sleep with the fishes. You want the AJ Pillow to sleep with the fishes. It is fine, but 6 is excessive. 6 is excessive.
But we love it.
That's fine. Do what you like.
Anarchy, hey, what's
Pluggo,
good?
if you are hitting these buttons, I swear
to God,
I'm gonna end you.
Look at this, hands up, bro.
I need your hands up like that the rest of the show. The rest of the show, I need your hands up like that.
Hey, and welcome our guest. How are you today? So yeah, the Ricky Starks promo I thought ruled. I think Ricky Starks rules. I think anybody that's been on the Ricky Starks bandwagon or the Ricky Starks boat already knew what he was capable of last night. Already knew that was in him. And I had said months ago when they started to push Starks that I was afraid that Tony Khan would be like, oh, shiny new toy and forget about Ricky because he kind of died off a little bit after that, after the feud with Hobbs and Hook and all that kind of stuff. I don't even remember FTW. What was the group's Taz's group? What did they used to be called? Was
just Team Taz, bro?
Just Team Taz, right? Yeah. I thought they had something other than that, but yeah. So I assumed like, okay, like he's got it. Push him. And I think this is the right moment. And again, I think Ricky is benefiting from that whole CM Punk fiasco because I think, like I said, they've shown they're starting to rebuild with their stars, and these are 2 of their stars that they could build. They could do this for the year until MJF. Is, 2024. Ricky could chase the whole year.
Well, I was talking to Drew on Firmly AEW this morning, and I was like, these are 2 guys. Yeah, so
baby, I was assuming that was to me. Hey, girl.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I thought. I thought that was coming right to us.
Yeah,
like, it's good.
That's fine.
But apparently it was going to Annie King. So
that's all right.
But still, what up? For me, I looked at that last night and I was like, okay, if I'm Tony, if I'm AEW, these are 2 guys you need to sign for the foreseeable future, and they need to be your Rock and Austin type of thing. Like they not always facing each other, but they're always like, you know what I mean? Always connected. These guys could go in and out of a feud for the next decade. You know what I mean? And dude, MJF killed that promo last night. He kills every promo, but it is
sound good.
I'm jealous. I am jealous of your stuff in your face with fries. That's right up. Look at us.
Yeah, look at this is fry.
How do you think we got it?
I've never met a French.
How do you think we got it?
Like,
by stuffing fries on our face. That's how we got it. All right.
Question: who dresses better, Ricky Starks or MJF? right.
If I looked like either of those gentlemen, I think I would probably lean and dress more towards the Ricky Starks side of things. That would be me.
Oh, I got to do the thing. Our guest is. I promise I have touched the buttons.
Our guest has arrived. We were shooting the shit, talking about some
Bob,
baseball, just diving in. Go ahead, Pluggo.
I was going to say, we're about to bring him on. Before we bring him in, get your comments in there about the Ricky Stark stuff, Christmas trees,
and we'll bring
baseball,
him in to get his opinion because we just
want.
started talking about it, so we will bring him in. But here he is, the franchise player from Round Table Pro. We got our buddy, Mr. Bad Blood in the building, sir.
So, yo,
what?
Check it out.
Yeah. That looks good.
I can't be between two sexy beards. I was trying to grow mine, but
it's all right.
Shit,
it's all right.
happens, man.
That's all right.
It's all right.
The show's called
right.
Between Two Beards, so you're between us. You're right.
I'm below two beards, but
technically,
let's go.
You're in the middle. You kind of, like a
Mrs. Pluggo is in the chat. Be careful, Bad
Blood. Hey, Annie King's in the chat. You really gotta be careful.
So we actually just started chatting some wrestling just a few minutes ago, and we started with Ricky Starks.
Ooh.
Special stuff. It was special stuff right there.
The Pebble, man. Let's talk about
Pebble.
the Pebble, man.
The Pebble.
That was the most fire promo. Like, man, even last night we were talking about it. I couldn't get enough of it. That promo was fire, man. Like, dude. Whew.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We got Bebe saying wrestler extraordinaire. Mr. Blood.
That's what they call me, man.
We're saying that's right, Bad Blood, making sure you are on your best behavior.
You don't
have to be here. That's all right. That's all right.
I got my P's and Q's. I mean, we have a 9 o'clock. We have a 9 o'clock hour. After 9 o'clock, I can get lit. But right now, it is now 6. I mean, it's 5:38.
I was gonna say it's early for you. It's early. You're on the West Coast, so you're not.
Right. What time is it there for you?
It's
JPJ?
8:18 where we are. Where I am. Pluggo, are you 8 still? Are you an hour away?
No, 8 o'clock.
You're 8. So we're both on the Eastern Standard
Time.
Time.
So at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's unfortunate is all these
9 o'clock
events
somewhere, man.
Yeah, but all these events, like they usually happen at we're on the latest side of it. And obviously people across the pond and stuff like that is insanely late. But like we're always at, so these shows end at 11:30 midnight and it's like, oh man, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. Come on. Like it must be wonderful. Your show ends at 9 or 10. You're like, oh, I can still have a little bit of an evening.
You don't have to behave on Love Wrestling. I don't even behave on Love Wrestling.
Baby,
I work here.
It's true. Look at as long as you're respectful, you can misbehave as much as you want, as long as you keep it somewhat respectful.
Mr. Respectfully, there you misbehaving.
There you are.
Well, we're based out of our company is based out of Canada, and they're notorious for being just the most polite people ever.
Okay, now
like in history,
people who know me, they will say, "Blood, you're very polite, but you're a little naughty." So the polite side is my Canadian side. The naughty side is my California side. So
there you go. So you fit in perfect.
There you go. And we got Spencer himself
popping in heard his ears
saying, hey, friends, what's going on, my good man?
And here he comes.
Yeah, there it is.
Listen here, guys. I'm watching.
It's weird. I mentioned budget. Spencer pops up on over. It's like, what'd you say? And I mentioned my wife. She pops up. What's going on?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Quickly say Stone Cold Steve Austin's name
right
now. No, I'm just kidding.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's like, what the hell?
He just pops in. Someone's talking about me?
What the hell? Ass kicking. Anyway.
No, but I thought one thing. Listen, not many people have outshined MJF in a promo segment. Not many. And last night, even though MJF was fire as well, but that is to be expected for the most part when it comes to MJF. Ricky Starks ate him up for lunch in that promo last night. And you could tell it was coming from the heart. You could tell he was just riffing the way he was he wasn't stuttering his words, but you could tell he was just riffing. And I think that made it more realistic. It didn't ruin the moment. It made it better for me watching it because I knew he was just like, no, I've been waiting my whole life to say this fucking promo. So I'm saying this promo. I've been waiting my whole life for this. And that's what it felt like to me. And it was just insane. It was so good.
it was so smooth off the tongue. Like I've been known to shoot a promo in one take. I love it because when I do a promo, it's legitimately me talking to you. Like that's how I get down. Like any wrestler, any real wrestler, and I'm not gonna bash anybody else who has to read a script, but any real wrestler wants to make you feel emotion, that wants to make you see the emotion on their face, they wants to draw you in. Like they're worth their shit in a promo, they can say it and just go. MJF and the CM Punk, that promo was legitimately one of the best ever. But Ricky Starks, bro, you can tell he had been waiting so long, and I guess it was because like when he was waiting quite patiently.
Oh yeah,
and MJF is doing his usual thing, just totally crapping on him. But when he was like, "You can take your ass back to NWA because all you do is you're only good enough to wrestle on YouTube," you can see Ricky was holding the mic like, okay, okay.
I'll let you go. I'm gonna let you finish.
He's like, my turn. And then, boom.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
Yeah.
That was Godzilla versus King Kong all day long.
But I love that too. Like with the thing of it is too is like MJF was money too, but that's what MJF does. So it's like that's expected from him to knock it out of the park every promo. With Ricky, we like I was saying before you got on Bad Blood, we knew he could do it. We just haven't seen it yet because they haven't given him the chance, and he got the chance and he killed it. I wonder now too, though, going forward, did he shoot his shot too early, so to speak, or does maybe he have that next level like an MJF with his promos? I want to see what he comes up with next. I don't think this is over.
No,
but you can't have one and done with MJF. You got to keep him every week. You got to keep him coming.
Have you watched him on NWA?
Yeah, he's
like Ricky
that's
Starks.
Where I found him.
His promo skills are so amazing. Like I've worked on shows where Ricky Starks was like when I was doing NWA shows, Ricky Starks was doing them in. Like his promo, the cadence that he has when he does his promos, people are already referring to him as like the young Rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're already comparing him the way he dresses, the way he talks, the way he walks, the way his hair is cut, even the way he does his little pose. Like that's the Rock, Yeah. And everyone's always comparing someone to someone. And I remember hearing him say one time, "I'm not the second coming of the Rock. I'm the first coming of Ricky Starks." And tonight and last night, he proved that. Shadow of a doubt.
100%. And I'm excited for that match next week. I don't expect Ricky Starks to win it, but this will set up for the chase that will equal the bigger moment when he wins it down the line. But I mean, if they're not going to, but if all of a sudden they decided, hey, we're putting this on Ricky next week, okay.
I mean, I will have no problem with it.
No problem with that at all. And from that crowd reaction last night, when he hit that spear, and when he lifted up that title, that crowd would have been all for that. I think last night was a moment that everybody was like, okay, like, yeah, okay, this guy's here now. He's important. Like he's a main event, top level guy. And a lot of us already knew he was that. But last night was what we, like Pluggo said, the first time we saw it on the screen where now everybody's like, okay, yeah, that's
he solidified his spot.
That's a guy. You know what I mean? It was really, I still got a little bit of goosebumps talking about it right now. It was really like I was obviously watching it from my house from here, and I was just as I was watching it, I was like, "This is special. Like this is special shit, right? Like this is not something you see every week." You know what I mean?
I think that they let him. When you let someone off the leash, so to speak, let him go. There are guys that are such great promos, and then there are guys that aren't.
Yeah.
Wardlow, not a great promo. Keep that fucking guy away from the mic. The mic should be nowhere near him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He really is a Vince McMahon guy. Big, muscular guy, good-looking dude, can't talk for shit. Can't wrestle for shit. But then you got guys like Ricky Starks who are smaller guys, so they have to depend on being a well-rounded wrestler. MJF, just like Max Caster, guys like that. Those are guys you give the mic to and say, "Yo, go." Like Piper in Portland, get Piper the mic, he fucking goes, and it's great. But then you got guys who totally suck ass on the mic. Samoa Joe, keep him off the mic.
You don't like Samoa? I think Samoa Joe can cut some good promos.
I mean, Wendy, I'm here.
Well, but listen, that's different though. That's not Samoa Joe. That's the product. That's the promo he's given.
I mean, you also got to remember, give the greatest mic worker on the mic of all time, our generation's Eddie Guerrero. Dominic, I'm just playing.
Dominic Mysterio. Oh, yeah. I mean, if we want to start talking about Dominic Mysterio, I can talk a lot about Dominic.
Oh man, I can talk a lot of shit about Dominic too.
Yeah,
I do every week. Twice a week.
Like, I already do. Trust me, I already do. All right.
While we're on the subject of AEW, we might as well talk about it since that was on the docket and it was big news. William Regal, Sir William Regal's gone.
Yep.
He gone. Back.
There's a bunch of stories behind that.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going back to WWE. Sounds like he wasn't happy, or I don't know what's going on there. What do you guys think? Because I'm confused. I don't know who to believe.
Well, I think the way that Tony handled it on the call was pretty professional. And I know if there's been a few times where Tony's professionalism has come into question with some of the ways he's reacted to certain situations and questions and things of that nature.
Yeah, we still remember what you did to our girl Ella J. Tony
yeah, we
Khan.
do. Yeah, we do.
We don't want to talk about Tony Khan. He's
he can be. But I do think the way that when he was asked about it, he was just very open. Like, hey, I respect William Regal. He did a lot for us when he was here, but he wants to go be with his son who's working over there and be with Hunter, and he wants to go do his thing, and I respect him. And I'm gonna make that happen for him. I feel like that was the right thing. No, he's William Regal.
Right.
He's William Regal. Like, I feel like that's the right thing to do. You know what I mean?
Things we can discuss about this whole situation. The first thing, the talent backstage not listening to a vet like William Regal.
If that is true, like,
if that's 100% true, Jesus Christ, are you guys fucking
what are
dumb?
you doing?
Like, Brian Pillman Jr. came out.
Brian Pillman Jr. on Twitter did come out and say, "Hey, that wasn't everybody. Some of us."
See, that right there, that wasn't everybody.
Yeah,
right. But there was still some. Yeah,
it was like, no, man, that didn't happen backstage. No, man, that wasn't everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So that goes to back to the CM Punk angry promo. I'm old and I work with fucking kids.
Yeah.
I mean, let's think about it for a second. If you want to break it down piece by piece by piece, CM Punk said that, and he wasn't talking about the talent in the back. He was talking about the Bucks. Mm-hmm. He was talking about Hangman Adam Page. He was talking about other people, and then other people who left AEW. Mm-hmm. Cody Rhodes, a few other people were saying kind of the same thing. Like, hey, I'm a vet, and I want to impart some knowledge on the young guys, but they're too young. They're superstars already. They don't need to listen to the old guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a Bebe's point down there. He said, excuse me, you can imagine Regal, change. Yes, you can charge for private lessons. Then you get it for free. Not only that, Bebe, they are getting paid.
Yes.
So AEW is paying them.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
To listen to William Regal? Shoot.
It's unbelievable.
Hey man, if you sit down with me, I will give you $1,000 for every 5 minutes you sit with me. Right? Just imagine someone saying that to you. If I were to say, Pluggo, JPJ, listen, if you come sit with me for 10 minutes, I'll give you $10,000 just for 10 minutes of my time. Just let me talk to you for 10 minutes. And you say, nah, bro, I work at McDonald's and I make $7 an hour. I don't need your little $10,000. I would look at you like, are you fucking crazy? And that's exactly what people are doing. People are looking at them like, dude, William Regal, this guy's been in the business for up to millions of years. The guy knows everything. God, yeah. The guy was watching Moses wrestle his one-arm match. Like, he was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knows. He knows everything. Him and Dean Malenko went 60 minutes in an untelevised WCW house show. One of the best matches I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the WCW television title when William Regal was Sir Real. Like, you got this guy who has all this knowledge, but you're a star. You don't need that shit. Give me a fucking break.
I mean, I had heard, I don't have like any insider info and stuff like that. I'm not hip to the dirt sheets, but I've heard little murmurs since the inception of like AEW, some of this talent that was independent, not ready for this big stage, yada, yada. They got all that press quick with AEW and thought, and it was so hot out the gate, like, oh yeah, man, I'm doing something right. My shit don't stink, so to speak. So if that's true, if that's a true rumor that nobody's sitting there taking in Regal giving lessons, then I think even the best could learn something from that. I mean, again, it's William Regal. So if you think you don't have room to grow and you're being complacent and content in your spot, and again, I'm not a wrestler, Blood. You are, you know the ins and outs, but like I feel like just being content in this sport is how you get passed over and get bypassed.
I look at it as the big fish in a small pond.
Mm.
That's great. You can be a big fish in a small pond in your local arena.
Yeah.
Why don't you become a great white shark and swim in the fucking ocean?
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean? Like you learn something. I've been wrestling 30 years and I learn something every time I sit down and talk to somebody, be it younger than me, older than me, same age, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan is one of my mentors. Very, very good guy. Very great friend. I can call him the drop of a dime and talk to him. Hey man, I have a problem. I need to talk about something. And he will stop what he's doing and give me the advice that I need.
Mm-hmm.
James Beard, another one, legendary NWA referee, James Beard. Referee Ric Flair, Kerry Von Erich, the steel cage. Like James Beard has been everywhere and everything. The most humbling experience I ever had in my life is when I wrestled Tim Storm for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And James Beard flew himself from Dallas, Texas to the show to referee my match.
Nice.
Incredible.
And gave me pointers at the end of the match. Like, hey, this is what you could do better. I love that you did this. This is where you excelled at. And think about it like for a second. I'm 30 years in the business. Like I'm telling young kids what to do. So why the fuck I need to listen to this guy? Because that's the legendary James Beard. That's why you need to shut up and listen to that guy.
Yeah.
Kevin Sullivan, William Regal. That's why you need to listen to those guys. You don't think Triple H, who's like the most powerful man in the WWE right now?
Why do you think he wants William Regal back? Because William Regal is a confidant to him. I bet you.
And he realized that Shawn Michaels isn't cutting him.
Well, I bet. Listen, I mean, look, we're going to talk some NXT. We got a new match type debut in here in a couple of days. We're gonna dive into. It sounds like it's gonna be a chaotic mess of shit, but I'm here for it. We'll check it out. We'll see what's good. But I'm ready. It's penalty boxes, time limits. What? Anyway,
when they say a penalty box, I'm like, wait.
I'm like, penalty box. What does that mean? You get pinned, you got to stay in a box for a minute and a half?
You get disqualified.
What is going on here?
2 minutes for roping.
What is going on here? But yeah, why do you think Regal wants to go back? Because, part of it is his son, but the other part of it is, hey, I liked working for Hunter because Hunter valued my opinion and he listened to me. And I gave him, when he needed advice, he would come to me, and I liked Regal wants to be a teacher. He wants to be a mentor because he had a rough friggin' way to get to where he got to. He talks about it very openly. Yeah, I know, baby. Other hockey sticks. Maybe.
Thick glove shirt. And also,
Maybe.
I'm just gonna throw the name out there for lack of I can't think of any other kind of names off the top of my head. But let's just say like Carmelo Hayes or Grayson Waller is in those training sessions with the William Regal, and they're giving Regal shit or they're not paying attention. You don't think Regal's gonna go to Hunter and Hunter's gonna be like, oh, so they're not, they're not paying attention.
Exactly.
Well, we're not going to push him. But it seemed like in AEW, Tony's got Tony's guys, and he's like, if they're not if I'm Tony Khan, I'd be like, listen, if you guys want to get there and get better, get this TV time, you need to go taking classes with Regal.
Would you get sticking use of the maybe? Yeah, I think so. Interference.
2 minutes.
2 minutes interference.
Worth it.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna have to look up the actual rules of the match.
I don't think there are rules. That's the crazy part.
Shawn Michaels explained something to me. He took 2 minutes of my life away explaining something to me.
Oh man!
All right,
we're
gonna talk about it.
Sean didn't know what he was talking about either.
Sean was looking at a piece of paper that fucking some rookie fucking writer wrote. He's like,
look, I don't have.
We look back in 30 years, and they tell the story of this match. This will be the moment where Triple H goes, we got to get Regal back. This is it. What do we got to do? Tony,
look, clearly the only reason they need to bring him back is so he can yell War Games every November. That's why he's coming back, so they can have someone yell War Games every November when we get War Games for some.
We're going to get War Games that fucking – he's going to yell, hell in a cell.
Yeah, he's going to do it all. And Regal's going to show out just to throw extra emphasis on whatever special occasions.
Regal can't be on
Money
TV.
in the bank. Whatever. Anything.
On TV, but his voice will be, right? He'll be doing the voiceovers.
Do you think he'll be on TV?
Well, no, that's the thing. He can't be legally for all of next year, right?
Yeah, for a whole year.
Yeah.
So
Tony Khan he's only going to be backstage Yeah.
Tony Khan is stupid, but he's not too stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's another point about this. What if William Regal is sick?
I mean, is he?
I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there because he like Tony Khan basically was like, when I listened to the press conference or whatever it is for Ring of Honor like 4 times, because I'm one of those guys that like, I want to pick up on it. Like, I listen to everything I've learned in my life. Don't just hear me, listen to me. I listen to every little thing. That way I can pick something out like, oh shit, he said that. Well, he said this several times while my mom was sick at the Mayo Clinic. I sat outside on a park bench in Jacksonville, Florida, and I took this call from William Regal. Now, William Regal said to me that he wants to go back and work with his son because you never know how long a person has. I want to go work with my son. And he said, of all people, you should know this because of where you are in the situation you're in right now.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, 2 strokes, that's very bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Like knock on wood, thank God that Tony Khan's mom is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if whatever the situation is, hope and pray that she's okay, because that's a very serious thing. So for him to bring that up 3 times in that whole press conference, he brought it up 3 times.
Yeah. Well,
That should tell you.
Even that, I mean, Regal is getting older, and if you've got an opportunity to work with your kid, take it. Because as a father, no, trust me, I looked up the other day. I was like, oh crap, these kids are teenagers, like half of them. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Time flies, man. Time flies. You gotta.
My son is 5'11". He's 14. I'm like, what? Why am I looking up at you, man?
So William Regal also is walking away from his gentleman villain podcast too.
Is he really?
Yeah, his co-host Matt Kuhn said that they have 3 more episodes left.
Wow.
And
is he not allowed to do his own podcast?
I assume that might be part of going back to WWE.
That's part of the contract. So he said that email was something he made a while ago called the do's and don'ts of professional wrestling. It's a list as long as wrestlers should do and do wrestlers shouldn't do. Maybe with the next 2 or 3 weeks, we can discuss it before he goes on to his future endeavors. And this podcast will be no more on the Ad Free Shows podcast network.
Wow.
So
all right. Well, there you
John
go.
Alba also talked about it on his episode today too. So
yeah. Well, it's a good get for WWE. It's a good ear to have on your side, and I think Hunter, having William Regal to lean on for advice whenever you have a question. There's not probably many better people you can lean on than William Regal.
And I think it's a good thing for AEW, not in the sense of like losing Regal is a good thing, but more of like the way he's handling this. He's being, it's a lot classier than the way he's handled some other exes.
Yes,
and it's like let's not burn the bridge that is William Regal, because you're going to show all these other potential leaves like, oh, he's just going to scorch earth when I leave. But he's letting me do this. Okay, so maybe Tony Khan, he's a fan, he's got a heart. Who knows?
Yeah, I liked, even though I didn't think they needed the vignette from him last night that was pre-taped or anything like that.
That was ridiculous.
But I did like, at the very least, how he said bye to them on Twitter today, on social media today, and I just like the references of him saying like, "Hey, I have nothing left to teach." Friggin' Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, and Claude. What can I teach them? Literally. Right. They've been everywhere. They're at the best 3 of the best to ever do it. We just talked about that,
JPJ. You always have room to learn from William Regal.
Yes, I agree. But like, I like the angle of him being like, I got nothing left to teach those guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't need me. I at least like that part of it and how they kind of tied it up like that. And I liked how he said, I hope they guide Yuta. I hope they guide Wheeler along.
Yeah.
With their knowledge. I like how he referenced him like Wheeler like that. Said, I just hope they show him the way, but like, there's nothing more. They don't need me. There's nothing more. I
really wish that Daniel Garcia would have joined that group.
I really do too. I thought the 3 names that Danielson mentioned, Wheeler, Garcia, and Lee Moriarty, I thought eventually they would join the group. I thought that would be.
He did say he wanted to work with them too. So
which they all kind of wrestled each other. They kind of but I thought that would be like the young lions of the.
That would be awesome, dude.
Yeah, right. Like those 3 guys are the young lions, while you have Claudio, Danielson and Moxley as like the veteran. You know, that would have been
The
friggin'
leadership,
insane,
yeah.
insane.
Mentorees.
The
But
Yuta Claudio tag team is pretty lit too.
oh yeah, that was good too. All right, where do we want to go now? We got Ring of Honor Final Battle happening. We can talk about that.
Okay, I got some hot takes about Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, that's why
mentioned
you're
this-
here. You gotta
Yeah.
let them out.
I mentioned this last night.
It's 9:00 almost here, so it's
Shit.
allowed. You can go
All
off the
right.
rails.
Well, I mentioned this last night on the Roundtable podcast, so I'm gonna mention it here too. CM Punk. Tony Khan is not stupid. You took this guy, CM Punk, $1 million gate every time his name is mentioned. Highest rated wrestler in AEW, over the Elite, over Adam Page, over Chris Jericho. Every segment that CM Punk was in, highest rated on the show. Selling out arenas for no reason at all because CM Punk's name was on the bill.
Yeah.
Now, remember I said listening to Tony Khan talk about AEW, Ring of Honor. Tony Khan mentioned this several times. After Saturday, I'm going to make a huge announcement about Ring of Honor TV. He also said Ring of Honor is going to be phased out of AEW. So you're not going to see so many AEW champions in Ring of Honor. I'm going to focus on AEW here and then let Ring of Honor do its thing here. Now, there's also been said that CM Punk is gone.
Preach it, bud. He says
Baby
it's
knows what I'm talking
happening.
about. He knows what I'm talking about. CM Punk is gone from AEW.
Yeah.
Literally, he's gone from AEW. Everyone says CM Punk is gone from AEW, but CM Punk is still under contract.
Sure is.
You're still paying CM Punk all this fucking money.
Sure.
So I would do one of two things. One, I would give CM Punk all this money and say, get the fuck out. But he's still in the video game. They're selling new t-shirts, new merch. CM Punk ain't going nowhere. Do you think Love Wrestling would be selling Pluggo shirts if they fired you?
Yeah.
If you were like, I'm out of here, peace. Let's make a new Pluggo.
Well, not
shirt.
even if they fired you. That would be like him coming on air and being like, you know what? That Spencer Love, piece of crap, child, doesn't know how to run anything.
Not running
All
anything.
this, all that. This I work with idiots. I work
My
with
muffins.
morons and children around here,
Right?
and then get fired,
And then get fired.
and then them release Pluggo shirts.
And it's like, yeah, man, we fired him yesterday. Look, check out this new Pluggo shirt. Come on, man. Business is not ran that way. So CM Punk hasn't gone anywhere. He may not be in AEW, but where does CM Punk make his name? Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
How can you take a name and launch another television show? Easy. You put Chris Jericho and CM Punk on the same TV show.
Yeah.
There you go. Now,
Yeah.
what that does is, okay, so I know you don't like Cody. I mean, I know you don't like the Bucks. I know you don't like, you don't like Colt Cabana, and you don't like you don't like the other Buck, the other guy.
He doesn't like children.
You don't like the Elite, and you don't like this guy.
Hangman.
That's cool. We'll go ahead and just give you Ring of Honor to run. How about you just go ahead? Remember, he kept saying, I'm trying to run a business.
Yeah.
Just give him Ring of Honor. Say, look, CM Punk.
Are
This is
you
what I want you to
saying
do.
like he would run Ring of Honor, or he'd be the face?
Both. Go over here, take Ring of Honor, and work Ring of Honor to what you want it to be. You're a Ring of Honor legend. You, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, y'all go ahead and work over here, and you build Ring of Honor with Chris Jericho because you got all those names.
Yeah.
You put Honor Club back together, whatever they're going to do with it. Put it on HBO Max, whatever. You got a guaranteed seller now because now you got the most marketable name in all of wrestling right now, CM Punk. Because think about it. If he goes to WWE, there it is. There it is. He goes to WWE. I know, right? With patience in his mouth.
I work with children.
I did that cold open with you, JPJ.
I'm old, I'm hurt, and I work with children.
Hey, man, I say that every time I go to work. Every time I go to work.
I'm old, I'm hurt, and I work with children.
I work with children. God, I can't stand them.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's gonna have to. I would be interested to see what CM Punk with the pen as a booker would be, because he seems to bitch and moan and complain about every booker he's ever been involved with, and then you give him the pen. I wonder how he'd feel.
There you go.
That'd be interesting.
There you go.
I'm a CM Punk guy, so
okay.
And just with CM Punk in Ring of Honor, like you got all the legacy with CM Punk in Ring of Honor. You got Samoa Joe. Like you got all these Ring of Honor guys. Like Samoa Joe didn't do much in NXT, in my opinion. he really didn't do shit on the main roster. Where did he cut his teeth to make himself a name? Not UPW in California, by the way. He did it at Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, yeah, an Impact.
Yeah, take all these guys and you put them over there at Ring of Honor. Now you have another company. Don't treat it like NXT. Don't be like, oh, it's developmental for AEW. Bullshit. Take Ring of Honor, give it its own life, give it its own legs. Shoot, kid, go make some money. There you go.
Yeah. Do we think that clearly CM Punk has an ego?
Of course.
Clearly.
You're a professional wrestler. we all have
understatement of the year.
Yeah, clearly. Do we think, and I'm gonna have guy has a big comment there that I want to read so we can talk about that. But do we think that CM Punk might, even though that he has an affinity for Ring of Honor, do we think that he might look at that as beneath him a little bit?
I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because he's got the wrestling bug. Mm-hmm. He is obviously what the locker room says, CM Punk's a control freak. Give him what he wants.
Yeah. Let him have control.
You know, it's kind of like, are you guys both parents?
Pluggo is, I am not. I own a cat though, so he's a little bitch.
You understand what I'm about to say. When your kid is acting an ass,
I'm used
and you know, all you gotta do is give your kid something to shut up. Now, are you rewarding your kid by giving it to him to shut up, or are you rewarding yourself so you don't have to deal with
it? Yourself, I'm assuming.
It's a double-edged sword. It's a win-win situation, right?
I got to. I'm of course not doing either. I'm making the right decision by teaching them a lesson.
All right, so we have
Miss Pluggo must be around, huh?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's looking out of the corner of his eye because she's staring at him like, "You gotta answer this the right way." All right,
I know where you sleep.
You answer this right. Have guy says Punk is becoming the Conor McGregor of wrestling. People either absolutely love him or absolutely hate him, but both would tune in to his match hoping he either wins or to see him get his ass kicked. Regardless, though, he puts asses in seats.
That's right.
Wrestling dead ringer, man.
Money. It's all about money.
That was a great point. Bebe saying.
Yeah, Bebe says great point. And then we got our boy Throwback giving us some cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. He said, "What's good, guys? Oh shit, my boy is here. I'm still sick as F, and this RSV is killing me. No kids today. Night. Oh, yeah, at least you got a night alone, bro. Do you really think?" We're about to dive into Final Battle, so good for this comment. He goes, "Do you think they really need to do Briscoes versus FTR after the most amazing match of the year at Death by Dishonor? By the way, Bad Blood, did you get the title?"
To answer, no, I didn't get it yet.
Yes, they need to do it. They need.
All right, let's dive into Final Battle. Talk about that match first. Let's talk about that match first.
A little
as of 3 weeks ago, there wasn't a card. They put together this 7-match card in about 10 days. So
on one show,
you know, again, looking at the card on paper, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good show. I mean, the card looks good, but they literally put this shit together in like 2 weeks. So, you know, but last night we did hear after the main event, which that match from the Acclaimed and FTR was, come on now. I want to see it again. They announced that it will be FTR defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships against the Briscoes. So this will be the third match. And it will be a double dog collar match, which dog collar matches, you know, are incredibly violent.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask a silly question because I don't remember if they explain that. So is one Briscoe going to be with one member of FTR?
That's what I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or is it like some quad cross thing where
that would be awkward?
That would be awkward. I would be shocked if they tried to do something like that.
Though. This chain, bro.
I'm taking it as one's match with one, one's match with the other, and that's what we're doing.
Okay, I was confused.
Do I think they'll get tangled and crossed up and do some cool shit? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Somebody's gonna die.
This match is gonna hump. This match is gonna kick all sorts of ass.
Yes.
The other two matches that these four guys had were, I was there for Death Before Dishonor, is in my neck of the woods. I know Throwback was there too. It was very good. One of the better tag team matches I've ever seen personally live. I thought the first match between them was better, but like from bell to bell, obviously this match was 2 out of 3 falls. It was longer and there was more stuff happening, but they put on 2 of the greatest tag team matches to ever happen. So I'm expecting this to be really good. It's going to be ferociously violent. because dog collar matches are usually bloody messes and violent as hell. Have you been in one before, Bad Blood?
Yes, yes. And as a matter of fact, I have a scar on top of my head from a dog collar match where a guy grabbed a chair, hit me with the chair, right? And the chair I got bent up earlier. We bashed it with the dog collar and stabbed me on top of the head. Pulled it out, blood squirted everywhere. Looked great on TV.
Yeah.
I passed out.
Oh, damn.
I haven't had a dog collar match since.
We have Spencer hopping in saying, just hope that everyone tries their best and has fun. And then we got Mr. Warren Hayes popping in there saying, what's up, Beard? It's always good to see you, Warren. Hope you're doing well.
Hey,
Throwback saying that he thought the I'm assuming the 2 out of 3 falls match was his match of the year.
Yep.
And then Bebe says, I was wondering that too, 4 connected like in an X match or something like that.
That's what I was like, how did they do it? Get some super long change? Yeah, that's right. The Mr. Warren Hayes of Mr. Warren Hayes show. You catch it every Tuesday over at his YouTube channel.
I
can't vouch for these two heathens, but I will behave.
He already knows.
He knows we're not going to behave.
Bad Blood, this is the 80th official live episode.
This is the 80th episode.
Not including
episode number 80.
Pre-records. This is all the lives.
Shit.
And Spencer has since day one been pulling that beautiful hair out of his head because we are a nuisance. So you can do whatever you want. Basically,
I don't know that we're still alive.
The check is already cashed, buddy.
I don't know how.
Oh shit! All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, Throwback. So Throwback was on firmly.
Wait, I want to try to say hello, Spencer Love of Love.ca.
Yeah, they're Canadian.
Yeah, they're Canadian.
We're Mr. Warren Hayes. I like that. I like that, Mr. Warren Hayes. I'm gonna go follow you on Twitter.
He's a good follow.
He's a good follow. It's a good show to watch too. He's very good at what he does.
What do you
and then we got Throwback saying that War Games was the most predictable show of the year.
Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad.
I agree. What's wrong with Pluggo's reading?
Hey.
Oh man. And we got Warren saying hi to Throwback as well.
Yes, but the Throwback's comment, I will say this: predictable doesn't mean that it's bad. As long as you still tell a good story and it's done well and the wrestling is good. I knew, it is what it is.
Here's what I'll say about Survivor Series. I was in attendance. I had an absolute blast. The Ronda Rousey match sucked. But besides that,
oh Jesus Christ!
Besides that, it was a good time. I enjoyed myself. I thought all the other matches hit the mark. I was having a good time.
So Warren Hayes, I followed you because you have a cool ass name.
Damn right. He
Warren's the man.
Mr. Warren Hayes.
He fought a goose once.
He did. He was on the show. What? He was on this show, I want to say 3 weeks to a month ago, and he told a story of how he literally had to fight a goose because apparently up in Canada, goose are pieces of shit up there.
First off, in Canada, they're geese. They're geese. Secondly, fuck those geese. I agree with you.
And then we got Spencer. Geese of the world.
Only Canadians understand why we fucking hate geese. Okay,
we went almost an hour.
Literally, I'm not joking. We went an hour and 45 minutes was our show that night. For an hour of it, we talked about geese.
Is that true, Hab Guy? Are they delicious? I've never had.
Well, I've had geese.
Well, there you go. It all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. The only time that I really deal with geese, I'm in the Northeast, is like when I play golf.
That's fucking true, man.
I play golf, and some of the golf courses are overrun. And if you get to a hole where there's a bunch of them, they're looking at you like, make a move. Make a move.
Oh, Spencer's so right. This is why us Canadians are so nice, because we all fucking hate geese.
We focus our hatred with geese. Yeah, deer is big in our neck of the woods.
Oh God, there she is talking about venison.
Venison, love me some venison. Delish. Anyway,
you eat Bambi? What the hell, man?
No, I don't eat bacon. No,
you eat Bambi? What the hell?
No, I eat Bambi's mother. Come on,
look, man.
I don't eat children. What is wrong with that? I would never. Anyway, you never had venison?
Fuck no.
Oh man, no. It's yes.
I got some people that do.
It's good.
They go deer hunt and then they get like venison, like summer sausages made. Or like venison steaks.
Yeah, it's like
fire, dude.
Oh my God, it's like a delicacy.
Mr. Warren Hayes, I'm going to unfriend you for that one.
Uh-oh.
God damn it! Just when I was liking you.
Bad Blood loves Dia. All right, he loves Dia. That's fine.
So check it out. I had a friend.
Oh yeah, he's pissed. Warren Hayes is
Oh,
pissed about that
yeah.
unfriend.
No,
Warren Hayes doesn't like that.
I'm not gonna drop you, Mr. Hayes. I like you already. I had a friend that was like, "Hey man, I got a lot of this meat," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." He's like, "Dude, you want some of it?" I got like fucking 30 pounds of it. I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So he's sending me these things. They're still in my freezer too, Annie King. They're still in my freezer. And one night my daughter goes to open one up and she cuts it. She peels the foil off of it and she opens the paper and it says deer meat. And she goes, "Dad, why does it say deer on here? Like, hey, deer, or like Bambi?" I'm like, "Oh shit."
No,
if they just would have said venison right there, it all would have been saved.
No.
You could have just been like, "Oh yeah, that's
maybe it was saying dear meat, I love you, I'm going to eat you, love Pluggo. Maybe it was like an opening to a letter.
Oh, dear meat. No.
Dear meat, you taste so good.
You taste so great.
In the chat, drop your favorite meats. What's your go-to meat of choice?
Why are you Bambi's mom?
Bambi's mom.
Legit,
yeah, I said
bro.
I eat Bambi's mom.
Because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
So when it comes to we got to try to pivot back to pivot back.
You're not gonna now.
I know, it's fine. They've had 2 matches prior, FTR and the Briscoes. FTR has won both of them. So I guess my question is, looking forward to the match. Gonna be awesome. I know it's gonna be awesome. But why do the Briscoes deserve this third opportunity?
Okay, so
Because Tony Khan signed him, and they don't
for sending the
they can't
Briscoes.
use them
but
anywhere else.
Did you see their tweet? They were like, "We're gonna beat that ass on Ring of Honor Club because we can't beat that ass on AEW television."
That's hilarious.
And then somebody replied, "FTR versus Superior Geese." Someone replied to the tweet, "Well, that fucking sucks because FTR can't get on AEW TV either."
Oh,
I was like, wow.
man.
So Briscoes can't get on TNT, the Warner Brothers. Is that what they are?
Warner Media doesn't.
The Warner Media. So does that mean ROH is not going to be under the Warner Media?
I would assume.
Because you don't sign them just to like not feature them anywhere, right?
Like, why would you not? Why would you do that? And that once again, that goes back to them building a strong Ring of Honor base.
Yeah.
I mean, remember there was a lot of history, a lot of heat with a lot of people in Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
what kind of meat you think the Briscoes enjoy on their sandwich?
I'm gonna say steak.
Yeah, I was gonna say steak.
Just like a nice,
steak.
like a
Fine
well done,
T-bone.
They
steak
look
with
like
wine.
Well done.
Dude. They're straight up with the
no,
wine.
I don't eat it well done. No, I don't eat.
No, I'm a medium rare. I go medium rare. That's where I roam.
But ultimately,
big
I
meaty
think
men
this
slap
match
me.
is gonna rule. We're gonna the fans win.
Do we think FTR retains here and keeps the belts, or do we think that the Briscoes the third time, especially if you're separating?
I'm thinking FTR is gonna lose the belts.
That's where I'm leaning, I think. Because I think if you're making a big announcement about a TV deal and then you say we're gonna be separating Ring of Honor from AEW a little bit, you can't really separate AEW from Ring of Honor if the half the champions on Ring of Honor are fucking AEW people.
And that's why this
some
card
stuff needs to give.
Do me a favor, JPJ. Read the card down, match by match.
Yeah,
I'll finish. I'll tell you my predictions right here.
Oh, I'll read, bro. So we got FTR versus the Briscoes, double dog collar match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship.
Briscoes over.
Okay. We have Dalton Castle and the boys against the Embassy, 6-man tag match for the Ring of Honor World 6-man. Okay. We have this is the only match that is not for a title. Yeah, Mr. Warren he goes. I like how bad he is. Yeah,
you haven't watched Roundtable because
that's part of the shit. We invite people on.
Yeah,
we invite people on so they carry the show for us because we got no fucking idea what we're doing. Anyway, we're just here.
Shit.
But no. So this is the only match that is not for a title. It is Shane Taylor rules. And JD Griffey versus Swerve in Our Glory. That's going to be
okay. So amazing. I love the fact that they introduced it as Shane Taylor Enterprises or Shane Taylor Promotions. I fucking love Shane Taylor. That's my boy, 1000%. Shout out Shane Taylor.
Shane, if you're watching, we would love to have you on and talk
dude,
to you.
Spencer
you
thinks
want
that
to get
the
Shane on the
Briscoes
show?
still retain, I believe.
You want to get Shane on the show?
What is that?
Yes. We love Shane
bro.
Taylor. We
I would
Shane
love
Taylor.
that show. Are you kidding me?
I got
Bro.
you now.
All right, then we have Samoa Joe versus Juice Robinson for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship.
Juice Robinson.
Love that match, by the way.
I do too. I'm very much looking forward to that match.
I'm
going to say Juice Robinson for 2 reasons. One, because Juice did sign with Ring of Honor. He didn't sign with AEW like everyone was saying. He's with the Ring of Honor. Of course, he's going to be around. His wife is the former AEW Women's World Champion.
Yeah,
you know, so him and Tony Storm are here for good. Juice Robinson being all of a sudden out there, I can tell you what's going to happen. Juice Robinson's going to win the TV title due to the fact that Samoa Joe is going to get his ass handed to him by Wardlow. Wardlow's going to cost him the title.
You think
so? They can concentrate on the
would
Wardlow
make sense.
Samoa Joe TNT TV title match for winners coming or whatever fucking show they're going to put it on. That makes more sense. You don't put a title on Samoa Joe, and then you put the TNT title on Samoa Joe just to send him back to Ring of Honor with all the Ring of Honor champions. That makes no sense. This is the most predictable show right now.
All right. I don't mind it.
Again, predictable's not bad if they tell it right.
But then we have Mercedes Martinez against Athena for the Women's World Championship.
Athena's going to win the championship.
All right.
Because Mercedes Martinez has been around for so long. And I literally, when she ran down, I was like, who the fuck is that? Oh, shit, that's Mercedes Martinez. Is she still a women's champ?
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I
forgot about her being a women's champ.
She's so good that you forget.
I love her.
She's not used at all.
And then we have Daniel Garcia versus Wheeler Yuta. So this is 2 AEW people for the Pure Championship.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a toss-up. I mean, you can always give it back to Wheeler Yuta, but then is Wheeler Yuta going to defend the title in just Ring of Honor?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Exactly.
Do you think the Black?
Although the BCC is no more, I would assume the BCC is going.
They're still going strong. Like, did you not hear? Like, did you guys didn't listen to what Moxley was saying on his thing? But here's the thing, though. Moxley talked about everybody but Danielson in this promo.
Yeah.
He said, Wheeler Yuta and Claudio are going to beat your asses on Saturday. Friday, I have an open challenge to anybody because the BCC is here to stay. And this feud with the JAS is done. After Saturday, it's done. That tells me 2 things. One, Jericho's going to go to Ring of Honor. He's going to go do the Ring of Honor thing because Jericho launches
going to be the champion and he's going to stay over there for a little bit.
He's going to launch companies because if remember, they're making this big announcement on Saturday. Ring of Honor is separating from AEW. But if Chris Jericho is like one of the biggest stars, why are you going to keep the belt on him? You're not going to send Claudio back to Ring of Honor with the belt, are you?
I don't think so.
So it's too predictable.
And then they have Jericho and Claudio. That's the last match. So Jericho.
It's too predictable. It's ridiculous. I can definitely see FTR losing the tag team belts and then making a run for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Because see, remember they kept putting FTR in the lamest fucking feud ever for the Ring of Honor championships with the Ass Boys.
Yeah.
So why would then the Ass Boys come down and they make this? Look what we got here. We got dog collars. Oh, you're wrestling the Briscoe boys. You're wrestling them boys. Why not you?
Yeah, fair. We got Drew popping in saying just leaving work now due to a stupid incident he had to stay for, but he hopes we're having a good show. It has been a great show so far.
And Drew,
appreciate you.
Firmly love you.
Yeah,
Drew's the man.
We love you, Drew. And we got Throwback saying, do you think Ring of Honor is going to HBO or some form or some platform like that?
Think
HBO Max, I'm sorry, would be a hell of a get if they could do something like that. But
I think it's
thank you, baby. We appreciate
I think
that.
a streaming platform. Obviously, Peacock's not going to do it with the relationship with WWE, but I think other streaming platforms have seen the success that Peacock has had with the WWE. Hulu could do it.
They have a deal with WWE still.
Do they still?
They have a deal with like everyone. I don't think that they're exclusive to WWE in the sense that like they have every network shows on. But so they could do something, but HBO seems like a good spot to be because it's popular. Everybody has it. I don't know if everybody has it, but it's very popular, and they could use something like that to boost their numbers. I don't know. I don't know
Bebe
if
is saying
regular
Paramount has been rumored.
Paramount's a good shout
Such
too.
a Shane Taylor for you guys, brother.
Oh my God! Look at you!
Bless,
Look at you!
bless.
And then we got
Look
Mr.
out for
Warren
my
Hayes
people.
saying Ian Riccaboni recently implied that Honor Club is being relaunched, which is amazing. And then Throwback says, I feel love, Pluggo. Maybe your shot at the title against BB for the Wicked Crazy title is out of the question. First of all, if anybody's winning championships around here, it should be this guy right here.
Love?
Hey, man, let me tell you.
Should be this guy right here.
Let me tell you. I am the Wicked Crazy Pinfalls champion. I am the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast champion. So as of right this second, I'm going on hiatus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and
Basically,
Mr. Warren
I'm the
Hayes
champ. I
is
make the
East
rules.
Fighting
Sorry,
champion?
Throwback. I'm the champ.
Wow.
I make the rules.
Does that mean the title could be vacant?
Nope, not vacating the title. What I'm going to do
You're just piecing
You're
out.
gonna be
You're
an
like, I'm done with
interim?
this. I'm going on vacation.
I'm not going to do some. I'm not going to drop it like Medusa. No, never. But what I want to do, I want to do something simple. I'm going to be like MJF. When you're the champ, he's going to AWA.
Come on with me, to AWA and taking the title with him.
I'm going to do something special. I'm going to make the title mean something. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch everybody fight it out for a shot at the championship. That's what makes the championship special. Not throwing these weird ass rules and these no.
Well, you don't like eliminator challenges?
Oh,
I hate that shit.
It's like, hey, here's someone that
matches.
doesn't really deserve to be near a
I
championship.
got
But if
it,
he
Bad
beats
Blood.
the champion, he's an automatic number one contender.
Let's
What?
break
Right?
it.
I've been fighting for a month, beating
Let's get this
Drew
in-
McIntyre and Kevin Owens and all these people. What?
Get
Exactly.
30 people who are
Oh,
interested in winning this title. They all draw a number for the Rumble. If their number wins, they get the shot at Bad Blood in the title. I love that.
I mean,
Amen.
So if
I
whoever
would
comes out
participate.
at,
I would
whoever
participate
comes
in the
out
Royal
at
Rumble.
27
I'm just saying.
wins the Rumble, and I've got 27, I'm taking on Bad Blood.
I can't be number
franchise
one
player.
and last all the way, but I could give you a good 4
Throwback?
to 6 minutes.
Here's the
Give
thing
you a
about
good 4 to
champions.
6
Write it
minutes.
Here's
Write
the thing
me
about
in.
championship matches that makes matches mean something. Makes the title mean something. You can have all these crazy all these crazy things go on and all this other stuff like that, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's totally great. But the reason why that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I can forfeit the championship right now.
Oh wow.
I mean, I'll literally forfeit the championship right now if that's the case. I'm trying to do something that's going to build the championship, not just have a belt that's just bouncing around from random match to random match. That makes the championship nothing but a prop. It doesn't mean anything.
He's trying to cement his legacy.
I'm trying to. I mean, you see all the belts behind me. I have a legacy. I don't care about legacy. I'm trying to make this championship of his mean something. So
Hey, I'm all on board.
So
the
in
more
order
it
for to mean
means,
something,
The
people
greater
have to
achievement
work
it'll
for
be
it.
when I take it from you. You know?
No, don't be like Roman. Okay, you want me to be like Roman? I'll be like
800
Roman.
days.
I'm defending the
800
title at
days.
WrestleMania
That's 800 days.
next year.
Oh
I'm
no!
defending the title next year at WrestleMania. That's what I'm doing. Now I'll be like Roman.
Throwback, we poked the bear.
I'm trying to be a productive champion. I'm trying to make the title mean something. MJF is making the AEW championship mean something. He's making it a special attraction.
Yeah, it's true.
He said,
It's
"I'm
true.
not wrestling." Then put it
I
on
wish
the
that-
line
I
to
wish
Rumble.
that-
Put it on the line of the Rumble.
I wish
How
that
about
Burt
this?
Berry was a
How
little
about this?
lighter.
I'm relinquishing that title right now.
Oh no.
Oh no! You can't
No.
do that. Not
No,
here.
we're not doing that.
Throw the
We're not
title
doing
at the
that.
Rumble. Throw the title at the Rumble. If you want to be in the Rumble so fucking bad, throw it at the Rumble. The winner of the Rumble wins the title. That Drew, don't send it to me.
How about this?
Don't send it to me.
How about this? You're the champion, so you
Well,
stay
no,
the
I
champion.
just
How
gave up.
about everyone else draws a number, like Pluggo said, from the Rumble
because that would make sense. That would make
to a
it exciting
superstar.
instead of me just defend the title at the Rumble
to a
against
superstar,
random Joe
right?
Schmo.
So, like, let's say we get 30 people, we all draw a number, and that's our superstar in the Rumble, right?
Mhm.
And if that superstar wins the Royal Rumble, then we become the number one contender for Bad Blood.
Because see,
in
that
that
right there makes
championship.
sense. That makes sense.
And then we
Not
build.
defend it at the
We're
Rumble.
trying to do.
Just
And then
defend
we
it at the Rumble.
build.
Okay.
We'll talk. We'll talk. Nobody's relinquishing shit.
We'll take care of
Anyway.
this.
I'm trying
Good Lord.
to
bring
help.
peace. I'm trying to
help.
bring peace.
The champion should put the championship on the line to worthy contenders, not just throw it against the wall and hope somebody sticks to it.
Oh. All right. Before we move
That's
on,
why I never get title shots because I ain't worthy of that.
yeah. before we move on, obviously, we just ran through the card quickly, but we talked a little bit in depth about the FTR and Briscoes. But what other matches, like if you had to pick a top 2 matches you're excited about, or top 2 or 3 matches, like what are the matches sticking out to you that you're like, I think this is going to be a pretty decent show, predictable but decent, but like I'm excited for this and this.
The double dog collar match, definitely.
Oh yeah,
because I'm here for violence. Here for violence.
Throw back that comment. I beat Spenny. I beat him.
Plus, if you think about it, you have, I mean, with FTR, you have the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express, Arn and Telly, Arn and Larry Zbyszko. Like you got all these great tag teams all rolled into one cohesive unit, and then you got the Briscoes. The Briscoes to me are Terry Gordy and Terry Gordy and Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, the Dirty Dick Slater and Dick Murdoch. Like you just got all these brawl. You have 2 different styles that mesh so well in a match that a lot of people legitimately are gonna fucking just tune in for that match.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like me personally, that's the match, and I definitely will tune in for that. But then I'm looking at maybe Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia.
Oh man,
this is gonna be a clinic.
Because fuck, those guys are so good.
They are very, very good. They are very, very good. Daniel Garcia is 24.
Man, Wheeler Yuta's what, 28, 20 something?
Yeah, Yuta's still under 30.
Amazing.
Under 30. Yeah,
the sky's the
so
limit.
good.
Both those guys, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy too, like with like a Daniel Garcia, just for going like a little like off the topic here, but he had like that amazing independent run the year before he signed with AEW, and like he jumped right in. And sometimes they take a little bit to kind of acclimate to TV time and the big stage. He boom, like, it's like yeah, I've been wanting to do this my whole. Where were you guys at? I've been ready.
Yeah,
they're guys that
that match is gonna rule.
They're guys that have been trying their whole career to be TV ready. That dude, jump right into it, perfect.
Kid free to be,
oh, because he's sick. That's right.
He has a kid free night. Said this is the best way to spend it. Well, we're glad. We're glad we're entertaining you.
Oh hell yeah, I love throwback, man. I love
throwback.
riling him up.
And I know Pluggo, you mentioned it. I'm very much looking forward to Samoa Joe and Juice. I think that has potential to be a real. It won't be the same type of match, but I loved the Samoa Joe Darby Allin match on Dynamite last night. I thought that was incredible. I thought Samoa Joe literally almost murdered that man. Murdered that. And we all knew he was gonna. Man. So Pluggo, talk to me a little bit about why you're so stoked about Samoa Joe and Juice.
No, I just like Juice Robinson a lot. I'm excited to see him over here, what he can do. And Samoa freaking Joe, man. I just like, because he doesn't get to, it's almost becoming like a special attraction when Samoa Joe wrestles, because he's always hurt, unfortunately. Yeah. So it's like, let's enjoy it while we can. I'm also pretty excited for Athena and Mercedes, because they're both fantastic. They're both awesome. And if they give them some real time, and I think Athena, this is the moment that I think they've been waiting for her. And this would be a perfect, like Blood said, if they're going to split it and go completely Ring of Honor, she could kill it as like the top person and top woman in Ring of Honor on that roster. So I think the card's going to be good. I mentioned Mercedes. Isn't there another Mercedes?
We need to talk. We haven't talked about this yet. We were waiting for you, Bad Blood. But there was some news. I know you had the shoot job today, but there was some news about a certain Mercedes today.
Oh, Drew, I saw that. I saw that.
We waited. You know what? I think that's a topic we should probably finish the show on. So let's get the NXT deadline stuff out of the way first, because I feel like if we dive into Sasha right now and then we're like, all right, we're going to finish this up with the fucking NXT deadline. No, it's not going to make sense. That's not going to make sense. No offense.
No offense. The show.
I will be watching the show. No offense.
You'd cut it off right after the Sasha talk?
Because I knew. Well, look, this is going to be a hot topic. We got to talk about it.
Look at us being all
it's New Japan stuff. I think it ties into AEW. Like this is it. All right,
this is big. So let's get to this deadline card.
Listen.
I'm kidding. Listen, I know you're worked up today. You've had a long
am. I'm
day.
sad about Xander Bogaerts. All right.
Lost
You got to let me
Bogaerts.
have that. I'm going to be depressed about it for at least 3 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
The pitchers and catchers will report.
and I'll still be pissed. I want my owners to sell the team because I hate them.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you missed it. Yeah, when we had to kill time, obviously.
Oh no,
so
I was
like,
watching
you know
in my
what?
car
You
as I
wanna
was
talk about
driving
this?
up the
I'm
hill.
depressed, and I hate my team. So
I'm a Packer fan. I'm fucking Packers right now.
our number one goal this offseason is to sign Xander Bogaerts. So let's make an offer $90 million less than everybody else. That's your number one priority. We're not the Pittsburgh Pirates, guys. We're not the Tampa Bay Rays. We're the Boston Red Sox. Renowned. Get it together.
It only took us 80 episodes,
sorry.
Tab guy.
Sorry.
We figured it out, baby.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
We usually blow our wad early in the episode and then fizzle out. Here we're going to end with the big
I am not thrilled. I am not thrilled.
I am so fucking here for this.
Is he still going, man? Is he still going?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I own stock in those guys, bro. That's why I'm so fucking angry.
There you go. Have guys saying the beard
stock has literally dropped like fucking
I'm not
7%.
evolving. I'm swearing about sports at the ripe old age of 37 years old. I don't know if that's evolving. I shouldn't care this much that I didn't go to sleep for an extra hour last night because I was seething mad.
Oh man, fuck yes, I agree with you.
Seething mad. It was one of those things I was like half passing out on the couch, and I was like, oh, it's time to go to bed. And as I was walking to my room half asleep, I got a notification on my phone that said he signed with the Padres, and I stayed up for 2 more hours because I wanted to.
And he's not telling you he had to patch.
I wanted to literally break my phone in half in my phone.
You didn't want to lose.
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable how
that's
upset
a true sports. That's
Still
a true
am.
sports fan, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a grown ass man. I'm almost 40. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Man.
Come after me.
Got that sexy
Getting
beard.
pissed off that I want to fist fight people about sports. What is wrong with me? Anyway.
NXT deadline.
Let's talk about this fucking NXT deadline card, shall we? Oh, I need to breathe. Anyway. Okay.
I don't know what kind of show you thought you were coming on, Bab.
Yeah, sorry for the new guest.
I watched this show. I know what I was coming on.
Sorry. If there's anybody new in here, I apologize, but this is who I am, and you'll learn to love me. Everyone does.
I have.
I will come to find you. How about
See, this is the stuff that Pluggo wants. Pluggo wants me to do this all the time. I'm much more reserved.
I love it.
Most of the time, and I usually act like this before or after the show. And Pluggo's like, this is the shit you need to do on screen.
Yeah, this is what we need. Bro.
Like, we need you to do this stuff on screen because this is what people are going to be like, this guy's fucking crazy.
Actually, I just tell him because for me, it's the pop meme, really. Like, I just want to sit here and laugh for an hour.
Anyway.
I'm old and I work with a bunch of fucking kids.
Yeah, I'm old, I'm tired, I'm hurt, and I work with children.
Oh man.
Anyway, Saturday night, 8 p.m. They're not takeovers anymore, but we have ourselves an NXT special event, PLE, you could call it.
Premium live event.
It is called Deadline. Oh, here we go. Fightful just dropped the Sasha update. Well, we're going to close with Sasha, so I don't want to read it verbatim because people pay for that. Yeah, send it over. People pay money for that, so I don't want to read it verbatim on air because I don't think that's fair. But I will dive in and we'll hit the thing. NXT Deadline, it has 5 matches booked, but the only reason I really wanted to talk about it is, Pluggo, how long you been watching wrestling for?
30 years.
Okay.
Probably.
Bad Blood, I know you are a professional wrestler, but how long have you been performing professional wrestling?
I've been watching wrestling for about 40 years.
Okay. I've been watching it for about 30 to 32 years. We've all been doing it. Chat, let us know how long you've been watching wrestling for. It is very rare when a new match type is debuted. It's not a thing that happens all the time. Okay?
No.
Okay? We have, I don't even know what the fuck this thing's called. What is it called? What is it?
It's called the
Iron Survivor. It doesn't even say on this Wikipedia thing.
Is it like a war? Is it like Survivor
Iron
Series,
Survivor Challenge?
Iron Man match?
Iron Survivor?
Have guy 20. Big bad 20 over there.
And
now you feel old. Well,
I don't know. Yeah, so Have guys been watching for 20.
So it's an Iron Survivor type match. There's penalty boxes.
Exactly. It's a new match. Here are the rules. The rules are as followed. It's a match format for WWE called the Iron Survivor Challenge. I think that's wrong, but whatever. We'll go with that for now. They're having a men and a women's one. Here are the rules. 2 wrestlers start the match, and every 5 minutes, another wrestler enters until all 5 participants are present. So somewhat like War Games-esque
War Games-esque
entrance.
Yes,
After the last wrestler enters, there is a predetermined time limit. I believe they said it's going to be 15 minutes. I think they said it's going to be 15 minutes. Each time a wrestler scores a pinfall, submission, or is a victim of a disqualification, they gain a point. A wrestler who is pinned.
Stop. So
Yes.
you said they gain a point for
They gain a point every time that you pin somebody, you make somebody submit, or if you become a victim of a DQ, someone cheats or hits you with the weapon, you gain a point.
Okay.
A wrestler who is pinned, submitted, or DQ'd goes into a penalty box for 90 seconds. This is where it gets
you guys convinced me
batshit
to come on
fucking
the
crazy.
show because you said there'll be no math.
Yeah. The winner of the match is the wrestler who scores the most points at the end of the time limit. And the winners of the men's and women's matches will become the number 1 contenders for the NXT Championship and the NXT Women's Championship.
So this is Wicked Crazy Pinfall rules.
What is that?
So this is Wicked Crazy Pinfall rules. Let's fucking do that.
It's great. This is where we're at.
Let's fucking do that. That's crazy.
So, here's my thing.
That does sound like No Mercy, actually.
The way I'm taking this is the only way you get a point for pinning, submitting, or getting someone perform a DQ on you. But I think you can only get those points after all the wrestlers are in the ring.
Yeah.
During the predetermined time, the 15 minutes.
So it's like a half-hour long match.
So if it's me and Bad Blood starting it off, I can't pin him and get a point because not everybody's there. Damn, the match doesn't officially start, right?
Stalling. We're just going to stall for like 20 minutes.
Because that's how I'm taking this. 2 wrestlers start every 5 minutes. So that's 15 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the last person's in there, there's a 15-minute predetermined limit. And then you get the points for doing your shit.
I got a headache.
And you can go to the penalty box.
But if you get pinned or you're the one that taps out, or this is going to be my version of Steiner math. It's going to be JPJ math. Just this clip of me talking us through this fucking match. How this is supposed to work.
Please.
With our 80 combined years. No.
One clip.
I'm sorry, our 100 combined years of wrestling watching knowledge. We're like, what the hell is this match?
We're all confused.
What is happening?
Yeah, Hab guy, I'm trying to hold it all together.
But if you do get pinned, submitted, or perform a DQ, you have to go into the penalty box for 90 seconds. So that's 90 seconds of the 15 minutes. You cannot score points.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on.
So the 5 participants and the female one are Zoe Stark, who turned heel recently. She's my number 1. Who's the champ? No, the champion's a heel, right? It's still Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
So maybe not. And then we have Cora Jade. We have Roxanne Perez, who I think will probably win. Kiana James. I'm not sure I know who that one is. I don't regularly watch NXT.
I watched it the other night and I was like, this chick is not going to be. To me, she doesn't scream number 1 contender.
Gotcha. And Indy Hartwell, who I adore, I would not be opposed if she would win. But I would think Roxanne Perez would be the one here that would win.
I love Roxy. I love Roxy to death. She's like a little dynamite. She's like a little powerhouse. For someone so small, she's so explosive. But I do see them pushing Indy Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell, there you think? Yeah. Is she slightly turning heel though? Pluggo, do you watch NXT regularly? Do you do too, Bad Blood? Do you watch it regularly?
I watch it a little bit. Just
okay. She's like slightly turning heel too, right?
Oh yeah, she's got a little nasty.
Her husband is like a.
I was gonna say, you know what? This Monday on Raw, we saw at least, and again, they might have shown them before, but we actually saw Candice, Johnny, and Dexter all together for the first time on Raw.
Yeah, and that was the funniest segment ever.
Andy Hartwell needs to get the fuck up there,
bro,
because she needs to be a part of that shit.
The whole Candice was like, "What the?"
Yeah, it was hilarious. I loved it.
Throwback saying this is a short 5-card match. Yeah, with these Survivor Series.
Yeah, I feel like they
did that with War Games.
They're maximizing their 2 hours. Like I really would do. I would do a watch along of this.
And takeovers, even in the heyday, takeovers were always that 5-match wheelhouse, and that's what they did with War Games, Survivor Series, same thing. Like,
Bebe saying nothing about that seems entertaining.
It seems
It's more.
It seems
It
clunky.
seems more intriguing than
Yes,
entertaining.
that's the
because
only
I
Okay,
reason
so
don't-
people
I am
are
not a
going
regular-
to watch just
Yeah.
for that. People are like, I need to watch this train wreck happen. Literally,
need to
I
see what
want to
it's
do a
about.
live stream. Like, I'm going to talk to the roundtable guys. If you guys want to jump on with us, fucking let's do it. I want to do a watch along of this just for the sheer pleasure
I just got to see
of
what's going
watching
on.
a train wreck. It's like watching Ric Flair's last
this
match.
sounds wild. And then the 5 gentlemen and the men's are, pardon me if I say this wrong, but Axiom. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Axiom.
right.
Axiom.
Joe Gacy, Grayson Waller, JD
Waller.
McDonough, and Carmelo Hayes.
And before you give your predictions, Throwback sent us some more cheers. Our dude,
He did.
Vince,
He did.
It's
The
in the
Jade
chat,
and
man.
Hayes are winning, especially Hayes. This is his time to win the NXT title. Alba wins. The New Day wins.
Throwback?
Pretty deadly. Yeah, baby. I do a lot out
Oh,
there.
yeah. I do want to talk about Pretty Deadly in the New Day because that's going to
He said he's
be
down. He
amazing.
misses doing stuff. Axiom, a.k.a. Kid. Throwback is killing the chat tonight.
He is.
Then Love
All
Wrestling.
right, here's the
saying,
thing.
For the Spencer, Spencer is a
Here's the thing.
gentleman. Canadian
Throwback
gentleman.
says that Carmelo Hayes is winning this. This is his time for the NXT title. I disagree. This is his time to go
Ooh.
to the main roster.
I think he should be on the main roster. You know what?
He should be on the main. That guy is a main roster tomorrow.
I'm gonna say
type
this, and I
guy
probably
to
gotta
me.
get some heat for it, but I don't give a shit. Remember that 6-man tag team match that Hit Row had with Legado del Fantasma?
Mm-hmm.
And they brought, who was their third man? Was it,
Braun Strowman.
why? They should have fucking brought Carmelo Hayes up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally put
100%.
Carmelo Hayes in that group, and that group will mean something again.
Yep. 1,000%.
It's true. Mello don't miss. Bring Trick
He
with
don't
him.
miss. He don't miss. That guy, local talent to where I'm from in the Northeast.
Mhm.
He went by the name of Christian Casanova.
I remember
on
watching
the
Christian
Indies.
Casanova. I
Amazing.
worked the
He
show
put
with
on
him
a
over
lot.
there.
Like he was a littler guy when he was on the Indies. He was always fit, duh.
Yeah.
And he had the charisma, cut a promo. He was my local closest champion for a long
He
time.
was one of the guys in the PWI 500 3 years ago that you never would have thought made it to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's taken advantage of being at the Performance Center. He's put on mass. He looks the part. That guy was ready. Chaotic wrestling.
Yep.
Throwback. Yes, big fan of chaotic wrestling. Over here.
Bebe saying he's in the front row for the train wreck.
100%. 100%.
We're all here for it.
Carmelo Hayes is the best guy in that match, but I don't think Carmelo Hayes wins because I think
Who's the
Carmelo
five
Hayes
again? I'm
should
sorry,
go. It's Carmelo Hayes, JD McDonough, Grayson Waller, Joe Gacy, and Axiom. I think Joe Gacy is going to win.
All right.
Personally.
It's got to be a heel, right?
It's got to be a heel
Well,
because
they're all
Braun Breaker
kinda heels.
is. Don't get me wrong.
like-
Carmelo Hayes and Braun
Hayes
Breaker,
is
I'm
a
all
heel?
about. I'm all about.
Oh, wait.
Look,
Did we forget
Melo's
about the
the
biggest
heel?
match of the night?
Waller's
Pretty
heel?
deadly in the New Day. Oh, you're talking about Braun Breaker and Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
That's
going
gonna
to match.
look at this card.
That card is fucking good, dude.
It's good.
Like,
Then
I'm gonna
I
watch
guess
it
we
a
have
little bit,
no
it's good.
idea what these two fucking matches are going to be because
Yeah.
they're either going to be holy shit, that was actually a lot of fun, or they're going to be like, what the fuck did we just watch?
Man.
What was that?
What
was that? Huh? You know?
Oh.
Anyway,
Why does it, okay, please answer this for me, Throwback. I got to know this. Why does Carmelo Hayes need to be the guy to take the belt off? Braun
that's what I'm saying. Carmelo Hayes to me is already, again, I don't mean this as
Maybe
disrespect.
because Breaker's
He's already above that. He's
So
already
waste his
already-
time by giving
Yes.
him the NXT title?
He
No,
is
let him
inevitable.
go.
That's what I'm saying.
Let him
Here-
go.
here's
Fuck him
the-
winning the title. There. Let him
Here's
go.
the problem that's still on. I think that's what he's getting at is like, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, trying to help out Throwback here because you guys.
No,
I'm
I
with
know.
you.
I'm not
I'm
attacking
with you.
Throwback. I get it. I get it.
I'm with you. I think Breaker's main roster ready. I think Hayes is main roster ready. I think that since it's still on TV, they've got to put some, you know what I mean? They can't deplete the roster completely and leave us with JD McDonough as your main focus
Exactly.
of NXT, which is a blessing and a curse for Breaker and Hayes. Because I think every time Breaker wrestles, I think it's time. I go,
Yeah.
just move him up.
Yeah.
Hayes, same thing. But since they're still under that
I mean,
contract,
I think Carmelo Hayes, and I think Braun Breaker is a no doubt star
like
too.
if
And
Grayson Waller's
I think
your
Carmelo
main
Hayes is
focus,
even on a different level than Braun Breaker in my eyes. I think Carmelo Hayes is just a different.
Any chance Grayson Waller wins?
It's a
this
different thing. I think Grayson Waller has a damn good chance to win this thing. Grayson Waller.
Waller.
Waller. That's not Waller I'm drinking.
He's a guy that has won me over From what I've seen on NXT, when he was first coming around, I was like, who's this? You know, they had the thing of like, oh, this is the Vince NXT. Here we go. What, you know, but he's annoying, but that he's supposed to be.
Okay, so I'm reading Throwback's question, or his statement. The first travel show, the dude is going to set up Hayes and Breaker. So if you take the title off of Breaker and Hayes for a bit, then okay. So here's the thing. As a professional wrestler, as a guy who's booked successful shows for fucking 10 years, as a guy who booked TV shows for 10 years, people don't give a shit about the title unless the title means something.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the title off, Braun Breaker to me is not a main roster superstar. And I'm going to tell you why. Taking the title off him the first time and then putting it back on him when they gave it to Dolph Ziggler, that was a test.
Yeah.
And Braun Breaker was not getting over. Not getting over on a main roster level. So if you can't get over like a main superstar in front of 200 people in a fucking warehouse in Florida, you ain't gonna get over in front of 30,000, 50,000 people in a building.
Mm-hmm. Hey, thank you for the cheers.
Thank you for the cheer. We appreciate all the love, all the cheers,
Mr.
all
Blood
the
defend the title against two people at WrestleMania. Psst, okay.
I'm pretty sure if we get like a bunch of those cheers and bits, like a hype thing happens and we can dance and stuff.
Hype train.
So, to me, and I completely look at, if you're looking at this match on paper, I think without question, Carmelo Hayes is the favorite. Without question.
Yeah.
I just personally believe this is one of those things where it's like, hey, we're debuting this match. Shawn Michaels, it's reported that Shawn Michaels adores this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like Carmelo Hayes is like Shawn Michaels' boy down there.
He's the new Adam Cole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like he's the guy. This is the guy. This is the guy. And I think he's right.
You remember,
I think he's right.
Shave Adam Cole's head, make him a manager on the main roster.
Yeah, exactly.
It still gives me nightmares.
I just want to see him back and healthy because it's unfortunate what's going on with him. But he's one of those guys that when his contract comes up, I think he very much enjoyed like working for Hunter over in NXT. And I think Hunter viewed him as, hey, this is the guy that will carry this company type stuff.
And I think he could swing now that Britt's proven herself that he could get Britt over there too if he really wanted to.
Just saying.
I'll come back if you bring Britt, which wouldn't be a bad move for that division. Just saying.
Looking at this card, you have those two matches, the Iron Survivor Challenges. Then you have Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn.
Not really.
That'll be fine. I don't know who Isla Dawn is. I know she's newer, but I mean Alba Fire.
They've had a few to NXT UK.
Incredible.
That's what people are like. Oh, they give him a new name, but remember they've fought before NXT UK.
Well, so what was Isla Dawn?
Yeah, but who's watching NXT UK? Let's be completely honest. Who's like appointment viewing NXT UK?
I know Kaylee Ray is fantastic.
No disrespect, because when I watched NXT UK, I was never like disappointed, but it's just like it's on 3 p.m. on like a Tuesday. It's like I'll catch it later.
Well, Adam Woods from the According to Woods podcast on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling podcast. She was Dawn in the NXT UK. He loved NXT UK. Loved it. Like he would be like, let's talk about NXT UK. Forget everything else.
I watched all those takeovers and they were all damn good. They were all really good.
I'm not saying like, I'm just saying like, but no, the Alba Fire, I thought she should have took the belt off of Mandy. I think it was time, but I think she gets the win for Isla Dawn here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Good match.
Then we just saw him show up on Tuesday, but we have Pretty Deadly, who I love, who are the NXT Tag Team Champions. They are facing the New Day.
New Day.
That should be a very fun match.
It's gonna be wet.
Yeah, it's gonna be wet.
Moist as hell.
Yeah. I think that'll be a big win.
We're coming out of a Rhino's ass.
We just beat New Day to retain our titles.
You think they beat him?
Wow, Throwback thinks that New Day is winning them NXT tag titles.
Yep.
You do too?
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why New Day's gonna win those championships.
What?
There's nothing for them to do ever on Raw or SmackDown.
That's true.
Nothing. They fought everybody. They can only have fucking 5,999 million matches with the Usos. There's nothing for them to do there.
Too attractive, right?
There's nothing for them to do there. So you put them with NXT guys. They win the championship. Then they work with these young guys to build these young guys up for the main roster. The
Yeah.
New Day
I mean,
has always been the
they did it
tag
with
team
Dolph.
measuring stick. Like it's like
Yeah.
back in the day, Jamie Noble, Steve Lombardi, the Brooklyn Brawler, they were the measuring stick. If you wanted to work a show, if you were an indie guy and you want to get a dark match or something, you had to work those guys.
Yeah.
Tag team wrestling,
it'd be
you work the New Day.
A nice little feather in their cap to say they held all of the company's tag titles,
Yeah.
you know,
It
at
would.
some point.
And then we have the match that
Pretty
we
Deadly. They have put a lot of stock into them. So
Oh, yeah.
like JPJ said, it would be a nice feather in their cap to say that they beat the most decorated tag team of all time.
See, Pretty Deadly is an outfit that I see going to the main roster soon as well. Like that's just an outfit that people are going to react to, whether they, you know, like either way, you see those guys and what they do and how they present themselves and their shtick. And that's an act that is going to get people to hate them. And yeah, like that to me is a main roster act too. That's just how I view it too. But all right. I mean, look if the New Day won, I'm not going to say pulled the upset because that wouldn't be an upset. They're one of the greatest tag teams of all time, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
That would be something. New Day as NXT tag champs. I would stick around to watch to see what they were doing next, who they were fighting next. Are they going to lose it to who's Bull Buchanan's kid? Brooks and Jensen, whatever country band there, whatever. And then the world title match is what we referenced a little bit earlier with Braun Breaker defending against Apollo Crews, yes, boys winning would be the upset. Apollo Crews, I like what they've done with him since going back to NXT. I like how they've kind of portrayed his character.
Careful, man. He's over here writing in his journal. Some bad shit's about to happen.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
I gotta say though, that diner segment, the diner segment with him and Braun Breaker was funny as shit.
Yeah.
I was like, who knew Braun could be funny?
That's what I was saying. Braun was making me laugh. I was like, huh?
He was like sitting down. He like sits down next to him and shit, looks at the menu. He's like, I don't see that on the menu. He's like, yeah, coffee, please. The lady comes with the coffee. She puts it down. See you on Saturday. Gets up and walks away. You just stuffed it with the coffee.
Yeah. Pay for my coffee, bitch. That's what he said.
That's pretty much what it was.
He said, I'll see you on Saturday. Guess what? Pay for my fucking coffee.
How many times do you think they shot that?
I don't know, but that was
one take.
Shit.
That was a one take.
One taker.
Yep.
Like, I got this.
He's like, bro, I got this. I gotta say one line.
I'm just glad Apollo Crews isn't doing the Nigerian Prince thing.
Oh my god.
It's more of a realistic feel for Apollo Crews, but I don't think he's winning. As much as, again, every time I'm here in an NXT prediction, I'm saying it's the time for Braun to move up because I can't help myself, but I don't think Apollo's the guy.
So Apollo's winning the championship. We got it.
Right. The one time I pick again, that's what happens.
It's like me at work. I stand in front of the elevators and I look at the right and look at the left elevator. So I step over to the left one. The right one opens every fucking time. Yep. So I step over to the right one. The left one opens.
Switch lanes in traffic because you think that one's faster.
It slows down. Yep.
That's me.
All right.
We're gonna be wrong picks.
We're gonna pay some bills right now. We're gonna show a little ad for our sponsor Manscaped, and then I'm gonna pull up the Sasha Banks report. Mercedes report, I'm sorry. And then we're going to finish this show with the last segment, diving into this Sasha Banks news, this Mercedes Bernardo news, because it is big time. But
is she Mercedes Moné?
Mercedes Moné, yes. So we're going to dive into that. But first, here's our Pluggo's best friend, but our friend, the wordsmith, talking about Manscaped.
He reached out to you last time he was on the show. He didn't have time.
Because he loves me too.
He's my.
Well, let me tell you something, everyone. If you go over to manscaped.com right this moment in time, right now, you can save 20% off of your next purchase at manscaped.com. But how am I going to save 20%, I hear you ask? Well, let the wordsmith tell you. Because if you enter promo code LOVEWRESTLING, that's right, Love Wrestling. You can see it down here. You can see it scrolling across the screen. Enter promo code LOVEWRESTLING and save 20% off of anything you find on that website. And also, you'll get free shipping. How crazy is that? 20% off. 0.0. And at the end of the day, your balls are going to thank you because, like the headline says, at manscaped.com, we save balls. And it's just too sweet.
There he is. That is our
Put
friend.
that comment up on the screen.
Oh, we're putting that comment in.
Oh,
man,
man,
20% off, and I can shave my balls. I'm in.
And
You're damn right.
they'll
You're
ship
damn
it to
right.
you worldwide, but you got to put that promo code Love Wrestling
You're damn right you do.
at checkout.
You see the ticker, manscaped.com, promo code Love Wrestling, 20%.
And we got one
off.
more. We got to pay it. RK
Wait,
Athletics.
I'm a little turned on a little bit by this. Like 20%, and I can shave my balls.
Yeah,
20%. You shave your balls. Man. You can do. They got ball wipes. They got deodorants. They got shower gels. They'll take care of all your grooming needs. Just use that promo code.
Listen, you don't want your nuts looking like Pluggo and I's face. Yeah, that's not what you want around here.
Smooth,
you want You want it nice and smooth, looking
like
pretty,
Bad Blood, baby.
looking handsome as hell.
You want your
like
balls
Bad Blood here.
You want your balls looking like Bad Blood, but without all the blood from those other shavers.
I was gonna say I don't. Man,
the Lawnmower 4.0.
Nick free, baby.
Nick free, and it has a little flashlight on there, so you can
take
care of yourself. Damn right.
So I can shave my balls in the dark and not worry about.
Damn right you can. Yeah. If you needed to, if you were out in the wilderness trap somewhere and you needed to shave your balls, you could. Nick free.
Got you.
Nick free.
Got you.
Can I
get that ticker again so I can get that?
Yeah, you get that ticker right there. Manscaped.com, promo code Love Wrestling, 20% off. And Pluggo, where's that shipping go, by the way?
It's worldwide.
Worldwide.
It's everywhere. To you over there.
Everywhere. Live on fucking Antarctica if you want. It don't matter. You'll get it. You'll be able to shave your balls. They might freeze to death, but you'll be able to shave them.
So get 20% off manscaped.com at manscaped.com, or your balls will thank you.
There it is. And before we hop into, we got another one. RK Athletics. You've seen the logo in the corner all night. RK Athletics 1 on all social medias. If you are looking for personal training, you're looking to get a little bit healthy. You don't want to, you want to shed some of these holiday pounds that we all get every fall and winter when the holiday season is here. Rich King and RK Athletics is the group you want to check out.
The holiday pounds. Yeah, that's
the holiday pounds.
That's
right.
Are.
Yeah, that's what these are. They've been holiday pounds for 35 years.
Oh man,
but they're here.
A lot of holidays.
Yeah, I need to call. I tell you what, I need me and Pluggo.
We need to take
Rich King.
our tail.
That's where we need to go. But right now, Rich King and us, a little on the fritz. We'll figure that out.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
But if you need or you want to feel a little bit healthier, get moving, workout plans virtually or in person if you are in the Edmonton area, go follow RK Athletics 1 on all social medias. Give our buddy Rich King a call. He is the guy you want to go to.
Yeah, Rich King, brother.
He is very, very good at what he does in the gang over at RK Athletics.
All right. You guys with us. It's time.
We got Bebe already popping in saying, I think whatever name she goes by in NJPW and promo for sure, otherwise tells you a lot. I would agree. A big rumor came out earlier today that Mercedes Varnado Sasha Banks will be appearing at Wrestle Kingdom 15, I believe it is. Wrestle Kingdom 15 coming up here in just a few weeks away. That obviously made the internet go on fire, as you would expect it to do. There is no official report of whether it will be in a wrestling capacity, if she's just going to be like a special guest, or she's there for anything.
I was going to ask, because New Japan is all male. Like, they don't have women's matches.
Oh, no. Let me.
Are they working with
No, they changed. They just came out with their first
New
ever
Japan World Women's Champion.
Kairi Sane, right?
And Kairi Sane mentioned after winning the championship that she would love to fight Sasha Banks.
Oh, see, I need to get up on my New Japan then.
Now, Sasha Banks, I have right here. Real Jack Cassidy posted, Sasha Banks is expected to be in New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 17 next month, per the PWI Insider. Now, Sportskeeda But the boss will reportedly be present at the Tokyo Dome. 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome from Mercedes Moné.
Mm-hmm.
Sasha will be New Japan will be bringing Mercedes, and that's her married last name, Kanester Bernardo, to Wrestle Kingdom 17. Now,
it's 17.
Sportskeeda posted that.
Yeah.
Now, Sportskeeda posted it, another person posted it, and then if it's on Fightful,
it is on Fightful.
I always tell people this. I listen to a lot of stuff Sportskeeda says, Wrestle Talk, all these places, but if fucking Dave Meltzer says it, I take it with a grain of salt lately. But if Sean Ross Sapp says it, Sean has done due diligence. Sean ain't
funny.
Joke, he ain't guesstimating. Sean's either got someone in his ear telling him or he's seen it.
So is she still under? Is she still under contract? Because I haven't seen her officially be released.
No, she's not.
It ran out because
So and we're going to talk about this too because I do think it leads to that. I think there's a strong possibility it might lead to that as well. So, Fightful Select you pay for. So I don't want to read. I'm not going to read the whole report on air. I don't think that would be fair. But there are clippets where it says, she hasn't wrestled since walking out in WWE back in May, and she was suspended subsequently. PWI Insider has reported that New Japan Pro Wrestling is bringing Mercedes into the New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom show, which is interesting timing for multiple reasons. And then there was an earlier report earlier this year that WrestleCade tried to book Sasha to come and sign and potentially wrestle.
Naomi.
Yeah, her and Naomi, and for their Thanksgiving week event. And despite a high price tag, they were confident she would return. But as talks progressed, they were told that Banks wasn't taking wrestling booking until after January 1st. Yep. Well, guess what? Wrestle Kingdom is after January.
It's official January 2nd.
And I just saw Naomi and Jade Cargill getting really chummy.
Yes, they were at a basketball game together, I believe.
So there's a lot of.
I was like, oh, I didn't know they were friends.
I feel like Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Okay, so as a professional wrestler, I'm going to tell you guys this. When you trademark your name, your likeness, your logo, okay, I've done that because the WWE did something a couple years ago. They used my name as a pay-per-view. And working in a WWE developmental company, Jim Ross used a gimmick of ours. And when we saw it on TV, we were like, whoa, that's fucked up. And Jim Ross said to me, your gimmick is great. Trademark your shit so no one can steal it.
Yep.
Sasha Banks is a WWE generated name.
Oh,
they can put fucking a random chick from the street and make her the new Sasha Banks. They can do that. So
fake Diesel and Racer style.
She took her name, her likeness, and her logo, and she trademarked Mercedes Moné. The bank statement is now called like the
she created a new name, and I don't have them up right now, but she created a new name in Mercedes Moné. She copyrighted like a couple sayings that I'm sure she'll say in promos. And then I don't remember the name either, but she did a name that would be the reference to her finishing move, and it involved statement, and it all made references to her past Sasha Banks.
And in her filing, it said it was listed as a television character, athlete, entertainer, professional wrestler, licensed for merchandising, toys, magazines, pictures, like all these things that would be a WWE trademark thing. So if someone's doing this, they're going to use it. People were like, "Oh, remember the Bucks were over there trademarking Wayward Sons and all stuff like that, and this trademark this song." And then they're like, "Oh, we scrapped it. We're not going to use it." Then they come out.
No, they used it. They used it.
You don't spend that much. I don't know how much trademarks cost.
Trademarks they're pretty spendy when you're trying to trademark everything for all types of entertainment purposes.
Oh yeah,
television, all that stuff like that. So she's trademarked all that stuff. There's no way she's going to trademark all that stuff and then go back to Sasha Banks. Come on,
exactly. And it's one of those things where, and Bebe says it here, So you got January 7th. Is that Wrestle Kingdom, right? January 6th, 7th?
January 11th is in Los Angeles.
And then you have January 11th is the Dynamite that is returning to LA. They're going to the Forum. And what's a match on that card? It's Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Saraya in a mystery partner. Los Angeles, the connection to Snoop Dogg and LA, Hollywood, Mercedes Moné.
Who's one of her besties? That's right.
Her and Paige, Saraya are best friends. Just saying.
Plus, why not? Like, this is, if you're Sasha Banks or Money Monet or whatever you want to call yourself, like, you've got the pull to do whatever you want.
Bro.
No, we talked about Bow Wow earlier. I think Bow Wow comes into this too, because when Bow Wow first got popular, he was like Snoop Dogg's little nephew or cousin whatever. Little. Like, that's how it was friggin' portrayed when he was a little guy, like Mike shit, like that type of stuff. His name was Lil Bow Wow.
Yep.
And he was affiliated with Snoop Dogg. Well, you know who else is affiliated with Snoop Dogg? His cousin, Mercedes Renata.
You know what's good about that whole thing, though?
She's
you know who could beat some? You know who's somebody that? Although I think if you bring in Sasha, that's like main women's title, not TBS.
Oh no,
but who would be someone to go up against Jade and beat an undefeated streak? Mercedes Moné.
Yep, and that was the whole thing I was saying. Like, they really, like, with Snoop Dogg. I mean, with Bow Wow doing this whole story with her, he ain't gonna wrestle her. We're not gonna finally get an intergender match between them two, but he can be like, "Yo, I never said I want to fight you.
I was trying to take you out.
But you want to get crazy. I never hit a bitch, but I got someone that will."
Yeah. Yeah. It's over.
I know Bebe isn't a fan, but I love all these like random obscure like Bow Wows, or then they have like Kevin Gates was on it. Was that Kevin Gates?
Yeah.
Him
and Chris Jericho. Yeah.
Jericho, and there was just all these random I'm like, all right, Tony.
I'm telling you, man.
But
2023 is starting off.
Snoop Dogg will mix it up.
If we're gonna get Mercedes versus Kairi Sane in the Tokyo Dome for the IWGP Women's Championship, that is gonna fucking be incredible. And then 4 days later, she flies back home and potentially debuts on Dynamite in LA in the Forum. Get out of the wrestling landscape. Will significantly change. Here's the thing. I was talking about this, and me and Drew were talking about it.
Right.
Yep, Fabulous was on there. Action Bronson, West Side Gun. There's been a lot. Yeah. Swerve, obviously, does both.
Action Bronson was
Rick
my
Ross,
favorite because
Rick Ross had one of my favorite.
Yeah, he didn't put any effort into it.
I loved Rick Ross in that segment. I would if he was that, loved Rick. He was so ready. No, we're not. Nothing bad's happening tonight. We're partying tonight. No, get out of here. It was amazing. I will say this.
I would say AEW.
I said it with Drew.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I said it with Drew.
No, go ahead.
If it happens, the moment Mercedes and Sasha Banks walks into that company, she's the biggest star in the company by far. By far, the biggest star in all of AEW. No, it would be the biggest signing. It would be bigger than the CM Punk signing. It would be bigger than the CM Punk signing. That's how I feel.
Well, I would say that AEW needs this signing because of the CM Punk stuff, the Regal exit, all of the negative energy of like all the rumors of immaturity in this locker room, that, and then you can get Sasha Banks to sign there. That's some goodwill. That'd be great. That's a huge.
Tony Khan better get his shit together.
I'm telling you, if you're bringing in Mercedes, I stand. I'm steadfast with that. That's the biggest signing they'll ever have.
But I've liked what they've done with the women's division as of late.
I agree.
Saraya and Renee Paquette, and they seem to have started to give it more legitimacy and treat it better. And if you bring in a star like Sasha, you damn well better treat it better, because if she wasn't happy,
she's not going to stick around.
Yeah, the way
she's made it clear
should be like
in her actions that if she doesn't like what's going on, she's going to say, "F you, I'm out of here. I'm not sticking around with this shit. If I left that guy, you don't think I'll leave you? You kidding me?
True
I walked out on that guy."
I could see her putting an opt-out clause in her deal, like, "Hey, if this ain't the vibe in 6 months, I went out. Or if this ain't the vibe in a year,
Here's my thing about signing contracts. And Yokozuna put me up on game about contracts. He said, you find yourself a company that wants to pay you to work for them, and you're not sure how it's going to go. You do buy yearly contracts. every 6 months, you evaluate the landscape. You re-sign that contract if you want to keep going. If AEW is going to be like this, don't just be like throwing. Because see, Tony Khan is like a kid with a whole bunch of new toys. Mm-hmm. Oh, look what I got! Look what I got! Look what I got! Look what I got! And he has nothing for them. He just got them because it's a gimme. Mm-hmm. Well, I got this from Vince. Look what I did, Vince. I put you out of business. Remember when Vince retired? What's the first thing he said? Well, I guess that makes me the longest reigning promoter. What the fuck? Like, really? You're not a promoter. You're just a kid with your dad's money.
All the things he said, I thought that was kind of funny.
That was like the dumbest shit. Like really, bro?
But yeah, it's a little cocky in his spot.
Yeah, and then what do? You fucking get CM Punk. Oh, I got the biggest gimme in wrestling now. Look, I did something you couldn't do. 78 years he was gone. I got him and you didn't. And then let me fuck him over by putting these guys on here. And you got to think about the things before you do it. Don't just throw shit against the wall and hope it sticks. Sure, you can sign a big name. But what's going to happen when you screw that big name over and they're stuck? You're going to have another CM Punk incident.
Mm-hmm. Says there was a Mercedes. Yes, Mercedes was the one that she gave the kick that it wasn't. But yeah, it was.
And she did say she wants to wrestle her. She said she wants to wrestle Sasha one more time.
And they're very close. They're very close like because of all that. Like, they're like best friends, and it just makes sense. I'm just saying, it just makes sense. And it would be fucking wild. That's going to be a wild time.
My best friends.
And Sasha Banks, I'm going to keep on calling her Sasha for a little bit. I apologize. But Sasha Banks, that is somebody that the people that just watch WWE, that is somebody that they'll go, oh, my Sasha Banks is over there now. I'm going to go check that out. And we all know the Sasha Banks stands. Exactly. Pluggo just said it. We all know the Sasha Banks stands. They run deep. They're passionate. They'll ruin you if you give a bad Sasha Banks take.
I've seen it.
I've
seen it.
All those people are going to go over there.
The
people that love Sasha Banks that still only watch WWE will go, oh my God, she's over there.
Look,
the girl was on Star Wars. She was on Star Wars, guys.
Trade secret if you want to get
she's in a comic now
on your social media.
She's going to be in she's in a comic. Like Star Wars. What do we
you want to start some shit? Go on Twitter and be like, "Fuck Sasha Banks."
That's what I'm saying. You want to get your engagement up?
Yeah, don't do that. Your Twitter you'll be shut down in 24 hours. Do not do that.
Elon Musk will shut you down. Like, nah, bro, we can't.
Do not do that.
Elon Musk is a stanny. Sasha Banks stan.
Right. He'd be like, I'm taking your blue check mark and everything. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. On that note, we almost went 2 hours here. So Bad Blood, thank you so much for popping in here. This was a lot of fun. We can do this anytime you like.
I love
my friend. This was a good time. But let the people know where they can find you, where they can see you doing your shows on social media. Let the people know. Plug your shit, my friend.
Well, you can see me on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. If you've got Twitch right now, go follow us on twitch.tv/Roundtable Pro Wrestling POD. You can find me on Twitter at BADDBLOWDBRAND. That's Triple B, Bad Blood Brand. You can find me there. Coming back to the ring to defend that redhead girlfriend right there. Oh my God. There she is. My redhead girlfriend, Big Red, live in North Dakota. January 7th. Yeah, man. You can find me on this show when they want me on this show. Like I said, man, I love wrestling. I love hanging out with people who love wrestling. I love making wrestling make fucking sense.
Yeah,
I am going to make the Wicked Crazy Pinfall Championship.
Oh, we're gonna make it work. We have some good ideas. We'll brainstorm. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Amen with that comment. Let's not forget the day of the week. One day a week schedule. Yes, the AEW schedule is appealing still because they don't do the house show loop. So the one day a week or 2 days a week, I guess, if they did some live rampages or something, she could do whatever she wanted. That leaves a lot of free time. So yeah. But yes, I know what you're asking me to do. You're asking me to Excalibur this bitch. You can find me at Pluggo_ on all social medias. You search that Pluggo, you see his beautiful face, click the links. We're everywhere, all over them. And then at B2B on all social medias. That's the Between Two Beards page. We got everything happening over there. If you ever want to know where you can find us, I think JPJ and ourself will be here Saturday night.
We will. We're going to be doing a deadline reaction show at the very
here.
least.
So stay tuned for more details. Right? Maybe we'll get blood in there. We're going to talk some things out. But yep, there you go. That's what we got going on. If I can, go to my Facebook page. Vote on the matchups for the tournaments are going on. Vote on those. The women's tournament first round. That's been a lot of fun to see. Go put those things up for me. Make me look smart.
Yeah, you can follow me at Joseph_Poulin Jr. right next to the JPJ name right there. You can follow me on Twitch at JPJ Loves Gaming. We play some good games over there. Have a lot of fun. Do some things over there. Stay tuned to Love Wrestling. What is that?
I'm gonna play some COD.
I know. I need to. I'm so bad at it, though. I'm so bad at it. It's brutal. I went on my buddy Josh Robinson's channel. We played for like 2.5 hours. I killed like 7 people total. It was fucking pitiful.
That's 7 more people than you
was
killed
so
last
bad.
time.
It was so bad. It was fun, but it was so bad. But I will never get better. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully we'll see you every Thursday.
Much love.
Hopefully we see you every Thursday,
us.
my friend. But yeah, you can follow me on those things. Stay tuned to Love Wrestling. We're going to have reaction shows this Saturday. Sunday, we have the brunch gimmick. You can catch me and Drew every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. doing Firmly AEW, where we dive into strictly all things AEW. And next week, every Thursday night, 8 p.m., you can see this guy here. You can see me here for Between Two Beards. Bad Blood, thank you again for joining us.
Yes,
this was a lot of fun. The
absolutely.
door is always open, my friend. Go follow them. Go follow him.
Time.
Check it out. Until next Thursday, you know the drill, people. Peace out.
See ya,
Look at yourself now, and you're feeling great.